just gonna let people know that we have actually begun so that they can come and join us. And, what is my Twitch channel? I'm so well planned out. There it is. Oh, and let the Patreons know as well. Because I still have one of those, despite that I haven't really talked about it much, and I dropped my spiel the last time I posted a video. Whoops. I'm gonna have to pick that up at some point. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okie dokie, we are all up and running. Let us go and continue from checkpoint. Maybe I'll just move the screen slightly up for me. Ah yes, we were about to go talk to Hartridge. And I think it's kind of weird that we are, you know, in this space that is the actual lecture hall. We no longer have the board where we can make fun of Laura Bowdarian. Yeah, love a little bit of sin. Ha!
Are you a student?
No.
No. My name is Knight.
I'm an old man.
Gabriel Knight.
Well, you've already interrupted and slept through my lecture, Mr. Knight.
Oh.
I hope you have something worthwhile to do here. If you figure it out, let me know.
Oh, so many things to ask.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
It's the only thing I know to ask about.
Subject, Mr. Knight.
I don't know.
Perhaps
Freaking
next time
hillbillies
you
that
could
goes
stay
on.
awake and learn something.
Oh. Well, he started talking in his sleep. He screamed.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Tell me about
I've
them.
read about them in the papers. I must admit to some interest.
I'm a bit of a creep
But
like
according
that.
to the newspapers, the voodoo aspect is faked, so I haven't really pursued it. You know how Americans, especially Hollywood, treat voodoo. I'm sure there are many so-called practitioners out there that have no idea what they're doing or the power they're playing with.
Ooh.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I find it interesting to see the occasional fragment of voodoo practices in the everyday culture of New Orleans.
Yes, that's why you live here, maybe?
What else can you tell me about New Orleans?
The Catholic
Your
Church
face is
has
weird,
always
young
dominated
man.
in New Orleans, and its imagery, in turn, has dominated New Orleans voodoo.
What else can you tell me about New Orleans?
Gosh, he has
If
so
there's
much
more
to
you
say.
wish to know, perhaps you should read my books.
Ooh. Yes, please. I'll read your books. Even if they'll probably make us all yawn. Hi, Miklos! And of course, hello, Biotic Warlock. Although at the same time, we were just talking in the Discord channel, so ha 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 ha. You're here.
I'm not a zoologist, Mr. Knight, but I know all I care to about reptiles.
It's good morning here, but as I'm quite aware that a lot of my fans follow me in a different time zone, I'm always happy to get afternoons or evenings.
Do you know what Capri Saint-Cor means?
Capri Saint-Cor?
Yes.
Yes, I do. It's a Haitian term, I believe.
It means horny
It's
without
French,
horny, I
and
mean.
literally translates
horny
as
without horns.
goat without horns.
It's for the women.
As in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice. Sacrifices in voodoo are usually of the animal variety.
See, this
Chickens,
guy is
bulls,
actually
goats.
quite close to the
If the
original.
gods demand a goat without horns,
It's
it
just he's
means
got
a
like
human
kind of
being.
echo to him.
What was that translation for Capri Saint-Cor again?
It's French, and literally translates as goat without horns.
Ooh. He did. Oh no, I think it's part of the human sacrifice one. But if you ask for a goat without horns, oh where
Know
shall
anything
we
about
find
Marie
one?
Laveau?
While I find the colloquial bastardizations of voodoo somewhat interesting, from a sheerly intellectual point of view, there's not a lot of relation between people like Laveau and true voodoo practices.
It's almost like she might have been a front for true voodoo practices.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
As I said in my lecture, which I assume you actually listened to, is that animal masks, totems, are used extensively in most African voodoo religions.
Oh, I meant sexual practices.
Do you know anything about veves?
If you'd taken notes during my lecture, you wouldn't have to ask.
It was dark.
Tell me about Damballa.
Damballa is one of the major Rada Loa, also known as Damballa Wado. He is an ancient Dahomian rain god.
We do love some
often
Damballa.
represented as a large boa constrictor. Damballa is the most powerful and most violent of the Rada Loa. The Rada Loa are typically benevolent, as opposed, say, to the Patro Loa. He is still worshipped heavily in Haiti, and when voodoo first started in New Orleans, the early conclaves were reportedly based on the worship of the great zombie, the great serpent, Damballa.
The great zombie. Like, there's just some great words when it comes to voodoo.
I have extensive courses in the Loa running next semester. Perhaps you should take one of those, Mr. Knight.
Yes. A goon Badagree, please.
Ogun Badagree is one of the Patroloa. The Patroloa are much more violent than the Radaloa. Some people believe the Patroloa originated in Haiti, but I have found some evidence that the Patroloa were African as well.
Intriguing.
They're worshipped only by a small voodoo tribe, and a very bloody one.
Gosh, would you happen to know their name?
Tell me
And
more
where their
about
secret voodoo
Ogun
Hon
Badagree.
is?
He is a Chief Nasty, Mr. Knight. He is the spirit of war and destruction.
It's just weird. What is that sentence? He is a Chief Nasty. What? I mean, he's a bad guy. A real bad guy.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Knight, I'm 35, a fully tenured professor at this university, as well as a fellow at Cambridge.
That's not what your
My
text says,
doctorate
but
was
okay.
obtained at Syracuse. Yes,
Oh, no, it is.
Syracuse.
I was looking at the wrong
In
sentence.
religious studies. I'm an agnostic, but I find
And
human
I'm
belief systems
almost
fascinating.
heterosexual when I choose
specialize
to
in
practice.
African religions because I grew up there. My father was a Protestant missionary. And I am heterosexual.
There we go.
When I practice sex at all, which isn't very often. Any other questions?
Yeah, we're both blonde.
No.
Fine.
Are you sure you ain't into me? I'm attractive and something.
I'd really like to know more about you.
Yeah, like
There have been
over
several
dinner.
articles written about me, Mr. Knight, as well as blurbs on my book jackets. If you want a biography, read.
I already told you I'm not into you.
Your lecture was terrific.
Oh, you think so? You were snoring so loud, I didn't think you'd heard it.
I haven't slept well lately.
You must travel a lot.
Yes, to Africa mainly.
Oh yeah, he real thorough.
I'm very interested in voodoo myself right now.
Just right now,
Nice
though.
for you.
Nice for you. Oh, the sass. I love Hartridge.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
It's very rare.
He's supposed to be bored as
Most voodoo
boring as
practices
toast,
do not
but
include
some
human
lines like that.
sacrifice as a matter of record, but it is theoretically possible, if that's what the gods demand. For example, one of the
Oh, yeah, here
chants
comes the
I had
chant.
translated for me from a Haitian ritual went like this: Mistress Ezuli, come and aid us. If a cock is demanded, we will give it. If a bull will suffice, behold it. But if a goat without horns is required for sacrifice,
Oh, where
where
will we
find one? Ezuli is the gentlest of Loa, so they call on her for mercy. But I have seen grown and powerful Houngan tremble before possession by one of the more violent Loa,
Oh, God.
such as Papa Nebo.
Papa Nebo!
Clearly, they are afraid that something of the sort will be ordered, or that Loa will simply take it for themselves.
Cool beans. Anything else that you can tell me
Tell
about?
me more about human
Yeah,
sacrifice.
I'm thinking
I
about
wouldn't
it.
dwell on it. Most voodoo sects probably haven't seen a human sacrifice for several generations.
Uh-huh. Cool. Thanks. Bye. Yeah. Let's go into your office.
Gabriel's in one of the lecture halls at Tulane University.
That's not what I
The
asked
door
for.
to Hartridge's office is locked.
Snap. Do I have that reconstructed Veve yet? No, I do not. Bye.
I'll see you later.
Oh, that's the phone book page. Can't go here. Can't go. Alright, let us go to St. George's Books and do some calling up.
Hey, Grace, here I am.
Ooh,
Boy,
party time! Cool. No, not the typewriter. Where's your phone? Gabriel, where's your phone? Oh, here it is. Cool. Alright, let's see. Who we're gonna be using this number at some point. I can't remember why we got this page. Oh, there's a whole heap of Casinos, that's right. Like, I knew it was to do with the Casinos, but I was just sort of like, what, like, why did Grace give this to us? So 555-0127. Dial. Here comes that area
Is this the
code.
Casino residence?
Yes. What can I do for you?
Do you or does anyone in your family patronize the Dixieland drugstore?
No,
I'm a
we do
busy
not.
man. What are you selling?
Nothing.
Good. Goodbye.
Okay. Well, it's just class action suit, that sort of thing. Yeah, well, you had to manually type the number back in Gabriel Night 1, but you couldn't see what you were dialing. Casino.
I was wondering if you could help me.
I can't.
A woman in the Dixieland drugstore dropped her purse today, and the name Casino was inside it.
Dixieland drugstore? Never heard of it.
But I'll take the purse. Oh, I just dialed the right number. Oh, no, I haven't.
Hi.
Must be-
You've
oh,
won
yeah.
a customer raffle at the Dixieland drugstore.
Never heard of it. Boo. 555-0128. Dial.
Hello?
Hello, I'm
Hello.
calling from the Dixieland drugstore. We have an order for you.
Castro, be quiet. Who is this?
I'm a friend of the owner.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Here we got the winner. Let us go with 555-50170. Get some confidence tricks this stuff on.
Cajun Critters Animal Clinic.
This is Melissa. What do you know about animal sacrifice? What the fuck are you calling me about,
Do you
sir?
have a Madame Casino as a client?
Madam Cavanaugh? Sure, I know her. She's not here right now, though.
Really? She told me she'd be there.
Well,
Would you happen to have her address by any chance?
Yes, but I'm not sure I should give it out. Who are you again?
I'm worried about Castro.
I'm worried about Castro. He's missed 3 dance lessons.
Castro? Her little doggy? Oh, he's so sweet. Well, I guess if you know Castro, it's okay. Her address is 345
And this woman
Delphine.
fired the
Thanks.
next day. Cool. Alright, do I have everything for my... Okay, I've got... Yeah. Do I need a white collar? I think I do need a white collar. Where will I find... Wherever will I find a white collar? Come on, Gabriel. Hurry up. Hurry up.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Mm-hmm. Beep, 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 beep.
The chancel of St. Louis Cathedral
Ooh.
consists of a raised dais, an altar, 2 pedestals, and a choir area.
No, I don't think I'm gonna find it here. That's exceptional, but we'll save that for later. Why the next day? I don't know. Maybe the guy's gonna be back here with the finished picture. Scusi. Boo 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 doo. Boo boo doo doo. Oh, did I do that this same day? Who knows? We're about to find out.
An artist is taking advantage of the
Yes, as he touches his painting in a suggestive manner. Ha!
How's it going today?
What? Oh, it's only you. Man, I have been jumpy all day. That pattern of yours really freaked me out for some reason. There's just something creepy.
I will take it off your hands.
Yeah, and you're welcome to it. Here.
Wow. This is great.
Wow.
Yeah, just don't, like, blow up the planet with it or something, okay?
Will do.
I didn't mean to upset you.
Forget it. I'm probably just being stupid. Do your thing with it, and, good luck.
Thanks. Excuse me. There's a sexy lady over here I want to see. Madam Lorelei, your face is kind of covered up.
Madame Lorelei, the fortune teller, is garbed in a belly dancer's outfit and wears a boa around her neck. A real boa.
Jesus Christ.
Madame Lorelei seems less approachable when she's behind that booth.
Oh. Hello.
Madame Lorelei, is it?
What can I do for you, handsome?
How's business?
How's business?
How's business? I have no time for such dull conversation, darling.
Flirt with me, honey. Flirt with me.
That's a nice snake you have.
Oh,
there.
yeah, there we go.
I could say the same of you.
Oh!
Well, I know where I got mine.
Ew.
Where'd you get yours?
That's personal.
Why don't you ask me
How
out?
about a reading?
The prices are listed on the sign.
Oh.
They seem a little steep.
I don't have $100.
Well, I sometimes do my intimate friends for nothing.
Oh.
But I am a businesswoman.
I'm sure you are. I'd really like to know more about that snake.
Oh, sorry, sweetie, but I don't discuss Elvis with anyone.
I don't know. I don't think that, you know,
No,
Elvis the snake
Well, then
would
move
be
aside,
involved
sweetie,
in voodoo
stay
matters.
where I can look at you. Okay?
Oh. Sure, we'll do. You feel like dancing? I'm just gonna stand here. Oh, here she goes. Can take that snake off.
Come on, boys, hoopla!
Not a bad idea.
Yeah. I'm just gonna touch her up while she dances. Oh God.
Baby, I love the way you move.
Ugh.
Madame Lorelei winks knowingly at Gabriel and twitches her hips.
Yep, she wants me.
Ugh. Well, wait. You turned away from her.
Thanks, boys.
Thanks, boys. I'm just gonna drop this veil and this man's gonna steal it and then search it for a snake scale and then give it back to me and then I'm gonna be like, oh, why don't I give you a free vision, buddy? And then I'll get all freaked out and be like, oh my God. You are the work of the devil.
Gabriel examines the veil with the magnifying glass. The fortune teller's veil is studded with sequins.
Damn right it
The
is.
sequins look a little strange. Why, it's a snake scale.
Ooh.
Gabriel carefully uses the tweezers to remove the snake scale from the veil.
There we go. We needed that evidence. And then let us go and give this back. Madam Lorelei, I got your scarf. I'm gonna keep it. It looked pretty on me.
I think this veil belongs to you.
Oh, my veil. I'm always losing those things. You have no idea. Well, darling, you're such a sweetie to return a lady's delicates. And
It's
and
not like it was your
so
underpants or
handsome
bra.
as well.
Thank you for returning my G-string.
And since you have such a clear interest in fortune telling, let me see your hands. They look so strong. Perhaps they will make both our fortunes clear, no?
I wish something would.
Strong, yes, and yet so delicate and flexible.
Oh.
You don't know the half
Oh,
of it.
Gabriel, no,
Oh,
too much.
good.
Too
I
much.
see a mysterious woman in your immediate future.
Madame Lorelei winks at Gabriel.
Not you,
knowingly.
baby.
She is a dangerous one, dark and beautiful. Oh, I see the road of your life forking, and very soon.
Oh, God. You will get
The
diarrhea.
blood drains from Madame Lorelei's face in an instant. Sweat beads on her upper lip.
Boo.
Are you okay?
There are forces. Oh, God. Beware. Beware.
And she's off.
What is it about me lately?
No, I don't know. I mean, that sounded a bit more like her. Maybe you want to pick up her chat? No? Okay, sure. Don't think we get to talk to her until tomorrow. Be like, hey, you ran off. I, wanted to make sure you're okay. There's dirt in your soul. This house just doesn't look quite as grand as it did in the original. I don't know why I'm gonna do it, but let's do it.
This black shirt won't get me into Madame Casimir.
The fact that you said that straight away, I do. I need something white for the collar. But at least try and get in here and be like, hey, how you doing? Yes. I come with a doggy on my arm.
I've got some great pet supplies. Coochie coochie coo, little doggy.
Get the F out of here.
Castro has everything he needs. Don't you, Castro?
Okay,
Thanks
bye.
a lot, Castro.
Dick. Let's see, what have I got? I got nothing. I got nothing. Alright, let's go see Hot Ridge then. I have been standing here in this hallway the entire time, Mr. Knight. Would you like a reconstructed 5-eye?
Can you tell me anything about this?
Wow.
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Mind if I copy this?
Be
I
my
will
guest.
copy it by hand.
I'll be right back.
No, you don't get to go sit in my office.
Here you go. You know, this is a fascinating Veve. You must tell me all about its origin.
Actually, I was hoping you'd tell me. Can you figure out anything about it from the symbols?
Well, some. That's why I wanted a copy. I want to research the design myself.
Have you heard of the voodoo murders?
Have I?
You're kidding. Really? Then the voodoo is authentic. The newspapers are wrong.
I'm surprised
Or
that
are
the
they
police
wrong?
wouldn't come to you as,
You
you
think
know,
this
the
Veve is
university's
authentic?
Specialist.
Authentic? Mr. Knight, that's like asking if the Mona Lisa is a painting. Tell
Is
you
it?
what, I'll look into these symbols myself and see what I can learn about the sect that made this. I'll give you a call when I have more information. You are associated with the police, aren't you?
Yes.
But I'm undercover. You can contact me at St. George's Bookshop in the quarter.
All right.
weird.
Now, I'd like
Okay.
to get started on this, if you don't mind.
Okay, thanks.
Okay,
Good
bye.
day, Mr. Knight.
I'm still not interested, Mr. Knight. Why not? I'm beautiful. Don't hate the player. Because what we really need now is a white collar. And I don't see how we're going to get that from anywhere else except for the church. But, you know, there wasn't anything in the church. Ah. No. You don't happen to have a priest collar here?
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Mr. Knight. Let's see if Dr. John's got anything new for us.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course. I also find our dialogue stimulating.
That's because I am bored.
Do you know what caprice encore means?
I fear my French is not all it should be, Mr. Knight.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
Damballa.
Of course. It is one of the Loa.
Yeah, keep talking, man.
What can you
I'm
tell
just
me about
looking
the
up
Loa Damballa?
how to get the collar now
Damballa
in
is a
this
snake
version.
Loa. It originated in Africa, and is also worshipped heavily in Haiti, I believe.
Do you worship Damballa?
Mr.
Don't we
Knight,
all?
in voodoo, all of the Loa are given their due respect.
What else can you tell me about the Loa Damballa?
I am afraid I have little else to say about that subject.
Agun
Does the
Badagri.
name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
I do not believe so.
No.
Isn't he one of the Loa?
Oh, yeah, yes.
I am familiar with some of the more obscure Haitian and African Loa.
Are you sure you don't know anything about Ogun Badagri?
Quite
I
so,
don't like you,
Knight.
Mr. Knight.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I
Babies.
believe they have
Babies?
something to do
I
with
love
Haitian,
babies.
but that is not really my area.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
I used to have some antique African totem masks, but they were on the point of disintegration, so I removed them.
Oh. Okay, there is apparently one of these places.
That knife looks familiar.
Yes.
Probably from Hartridge's slides.
What did he call it? Kabasa?
Kabasa. Maybe it's in this one. But there should be a poster for Magenta Moonbeam around here.
The
And
voodoo
that's how we
shrine
get
is
to
filled
go and see
with
her. There it
items
is.
that both fascinate Gabriel and also make his skin crawl.
Well, the only thing we need here is
Magenta
a
Moonbeam.
voodoo hand.
Voodoo Inn.
A flyer advertising Magenta Moonbeam. A
Oh yeah,
local
you just
voodoo
steal it.
inn.
Great,
Her
great.
parlor is on the corner
You could have
of
just read it,
Orleans and Dauphine.
idiot. That's a weird cross. All right, that's all that's there. Oh, actually, can I steal your coins?
The voodoo shrine.
Yes. No, you cannot have the coins.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Walk carefully out there, Mr. Knight.
For I will surely kill you. Hey,
The
Magenta
sign
Moonbeam.
on the front door of
No!
Magenta's home reads, Attuning with the Spirit Realm, back on June 22nd.
No. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Yep. Did we see Crash? Maybe we didn't. So let's go see, let's go see Mosley. Oh, look, they've got their drummer of their own now. What could it mean? What could it mean?
Hey.
Knight, come on in.
Gabriel. Oh. The priest's thing is in the confessional, which is weird because the priest would never be in there. Never mind, Mosley. Bye. We don't need you right now. Nobody needs you right
I'll
now.
let you get back to it.
Later, Knight.
Officer Franks. I mean, like, you know, like, it's just one of those things that... Why would it be in the confessional? Why would there be a priest collar in the... Nope, my brain just went to dirty places. It's not what we asked for. So number one, here's a knothole that we will be using later.
There's a knothole about the size of a quarter in the wood paneling on that wall.
Cool.
Gabriel.
You can't take the kneeler, Gabriel. That's weird. No, 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 no. I meant to go out. I'm the one who... Nah. That's right. I guess it's gonna be in this one then.
Someone is in there.
What do you mean? It said the collar is in the confessional. I'm gonna look at this damn cherub.
At least the cherub is an aesthetic way of asking for donations.
We have to talk to the priest first. We have to have confessional and then we can... Intriguing. Take a knee, young man. Ow! My model's cracking. Ow!
May I help you, my child?
Bless me, Father, for I've
Could you give me a
sinned.
blessing?
Do you feel the need for a blessing?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
All right, if it will comfort you.
The
Well,
priest blesses Gabriel through the confessional
It sounds like
window.
he's like got a
Please be
radio
with yourself.
between them, and then
Thank you,
Gabriel's
Father.
like in a
Is there
gigantic
anything
tunnel.
else?
Can I ask you a few questions?
The confessional is not the best place for interviews, son. You can contact the parish offices if you need private counseling.
Cool.
I understand. Thanks, Father.
Is there anything else?
Why am I in a cave, Father?
I'd like to make a confession.
All right, if it'll make you feel better.
Yes. Oh, they're all here.
I've had impure thoughts about a woman I met.
Very
Impure
pure
thoughts?
thoughts.
You mean thoughts of sexual relations?
Yes, would you
You
like to
could
hear
say
about
that,
them?
but worse than what you mean.
Oh.
Worse? You mean extreme sexual relations?
What are extreme
Well,
sexual
not
relations?
involving animals or anything.
Oh!
Well, perhaps we should just leave it at that. Pray for forgiveness and say 10 rosaries. Is there anything else?
Yes.
I've done some pretty rotten things to my friend Mosley.
Rotten? What do you mean?
Practical jokes, insults, among other things.
I slept
I
with his
see.
wife.
Are you sorry?
Well,
No.
Pray for forgiveness and say 3 rosaries. Is there anything else?
I haven't paid my assistant for 3 months.
Have you had
That
the
is a
money?
crime.
Nope.
Sounds like a matter for the courts, son, not the church. Is there anything else?
I'm a
Some people
selfish
say I'm a
person.
selfish person, Father.
We can always strive to improve ourselves. Patterns can be broken.
Yes. Thank you, Father.
Is there anything else?
I apologize.
I think I just need to give an overall apology to the universe.
I see. Apology.
The
noted.
universe does not
Thanks,
accept your
Father.
apology.
Is there anything else?
I've had a lot of women, Father.
A lot?
A lot less
More
than I'm
than
gonna say,
10?
though.
Yes, Father.
More than 20?
Yes, Father.
More than 40?
Yes, Father.
Son, I don't think this is a matter for a priest.
Wait, what's
I
it called?
think
The,
you need a
you
good
know...
therapist.
Yeah,
If we're counting
if you don't know what
therapists, then
rosaries
I'm up
are,
to
I
at
suppose
least,
it's just like,
let's
okay,
see,
you just say
count
rosary,
one.
rosary, rosary. Yep.
This might take a while.
My son, I'm afraid my lunch break is
Oh.
coming on about now. Pray for forgiveness and say 20 rosaries.
Excuse me, I need to go and jerk off.
On second thought, when you finish the math, say that many rosaries.
Ah!
Gabriel hears him leave the confessional.
I should probably add one more rosary for that while I'm at it. I've been a bad boy.
Oh boy. Oh my, Gabriel. Well, let's steal from the
I've
priest.
always wondered how the other half lives.
What? He doesn't live in the confessional. What do you mean he doesn't live
Inside
here?
the box, Gabriel finds a priest collar and some oil used for
So he's
blessing.
gone undercover.
You never know when
Yoink.
a priest's collar will come in handy.
That oil is for holy
Ah.
purposes, not the sort of thing Gabriel would want to use it for.
Ew! 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 Oh! Oh, my brain went bad places. I don't know! Gabriel, no! Alright, color. There we go. Full-on costume is ready.
All right, but this is private.
Yes, changing in the street is private. Oh, hello! I am, a priest. Why is my hair short? I know it's slicked back, but that's like I shaved it.
Yes? Who is it?
Oh, it's Father McLaughlin, ma'am.
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
Father McLaughlin, you say?
Yes.
You must be new in the parish. I'm so pleased to meet you, Father. Do come in.
Oh,
Thank you,
it
my
turns out that
child.
I'm a Protestant priest. Oh, you get out, you pig dog.
Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
You have some very
Now,
interesting
what can I do
paraphernalia
for you?
around.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, my child?
Of course not, mon père.
Mon père. Ugh.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
People think
I
I'm
make
just a
crusty old
foolish
bag.
woman, but I know the things they do. My
Yeah.
family's been in New Orleans since 1750.
I'm surprised you didn't have to
I know
sweet talk
what
it
they
before
look
just going into it.
Voodoo people are all over the city. In
She's
the
got some
shops,
nice hair, though.
everywhere. They'll curse you like that, and most people don't even notice. Spit on your bread at the bakery. Take strands
I
of
wonder
your
if they
hair
changed
at
his
the
portrait,
store
because for
when
some
you
reason
try
I
on clothes.
remember a slightly different
You
one
have
in
to be
this.
so careful.
Something a
But
little bit
I know
closer to
their
her,
ways, so
you know,
I can
original
protect myself. I
version,
know
but
how to use the magic
3D, it
too,
was weird.
and I can counteract their evil spells.
But maybe that's just my brain marrying the two together.
Tell me more about voodoo
Tell
in
me
New
more
Orleans.
about your sexual
it's just
preferences.
plain evil. It's dangerous to even discuss it.
Zut alors.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
I
Voodoo
spit on their
murders?
graves.
Ah, they are nothing new to me, Father. They happen all the time. I hardly go out anymore. It's too dangerous in the streets. They can get you anywhere, you know. Even here, in this room. But I try not to let them know about me. That's
Oh.
the best way.
Yes. Tell me more.
What else do you know about the voodoo murders?
Nothing, mon
They'll
père.
hear you.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
The only true New Orleans are of French origin, you know. My family were among the original settlers of New Orleans. They came here from France. The Creole society used to be so gay in New Orleans. Now it barely hangs on by its fingernails.
Cool beans. Tell me about snakes.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Do you know anything about them?
Snakes, they're evil creatures.
Oh.
Did you know that evil people can send them into your dreams? They can.
Oh.
That's why I never sleep.
Right,
Never?
Thanks.
Hardly ever.
Do you know anything else about snakes?
It would be
No.
bad luck to talk about that anymore.
Okay, well tell me about Club
Do you
Police
have
and
any
Co.
idea what Caprice and Core means?
Maybe.
Father,
I
spit that
know.
out of your
I
mouth.
bet you do not know, Father, n'est-ce pas?
It means horny without horns.
It means goat
Good
without, horns.
Father, you surprised me. You do know what it means.
Let me show you my
You know
special
what they mean by
thing.
goat without horns, don't you? A human being. That's right. Slit your throat, cut out your heart.
And I
Pure
haven't done one of
evil
those
blood.
since 1923.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Oh, her. I could
God,
tell
I
you
hate
about
this chair.
her. Voodoo Queen?
Ah.
My great-grandmother was an acolyte of Marie Laveau. She knows the truth about her.
Oh. And what is the truth? Have you heard the good word?
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
She was only a front for the real evildoers, Father. And that's the truth about Marie Laveau.
Oh, surely it's not so.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
I suppose she is now. From American
you know
Horror
anything
Story.
about babies?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Oh, Dambala.
Have you ever heard of Dambala?
Dam what?
No, Father. I don't know anything about
And
that.
now a whole heap of no, I don't know about that.
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
No,
No,
Father.
Father.
I
I
do
don't
not
know
know
anything
anything
about
about
that.
that.
Do you know anything about human sacrifice here in New Orleans?
Well, my
Shut the F up.
great-grandmother could tell stories. She saw it. People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans, but the real voodoo queens did it. Oh, yes.
And I was one.
Can you tell me anything else about human sacrifice?
What is to tell? They cut your heart out.
They have fun.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I am Creole. My family has been in New Orleans for over 200 years.
Yes.
Real New Orleanians are French, you see. These days, the city is overrun with people with no heritage at all. No offense, Father, but it's true.
Not taking my
But the
child.
French, naturellement, will always be the true blood of New Orleans.
Okay, okay, you keep telling
Tell me
yourself
about yourself.
Well, Father, I don't know what else to say.
except I am attracted to you.
It's so nice of you to invite me in.
But no, mon père. I am always happy to see one of the good fathers.
Now the man that looked a bit like you earlier, no, I spit on him. I spit on his grave.
Do you find the weather to your liking?
It's terribly humid. I only go out in the morning and the evening.
Oh.
What a delightful little dog you have.
He will bite you.
Yes, Castro is my boon companion.
Aren't you a member of the Creole Grand Arms?
Why, yes. We do much charitable work in the community, you know.
Oh.
Have you been attending Mass regularly, my child?
Oh, yes, Father. I attend Mass every morning. Many don't these days, you know.
And then
You're a
I go to the
dedicated
voodoo
madam.
place straight after.
Who are the real voodoo queens?
Well, my great-grandmother...
Why does he
told
sound
me
like he's
that
doing the
my
impersonation of one of the
a
members of the
flamboyant
Beatles?
decoy. She distracted authorities.
What you
from
talking
the
about,
real
John?
voodoo queen of New Orleans. It's been the same one for almost 200 years. She's head of a secret voodoo enfant. That's what they call their temples, you know. It's so secret, most of the voodoo people in the city don't even know about it.
Oh, a voodoo hunt for you
The
say?
real voodoo queen control La Veau. Gave her a little bit of power and used her like a puppet.
I'm like a puppet on a string.
Tell me more about this secret voodoo hound for.
Well,
Well,
it
I
is
don't
underneath
see
Jackson
it.
Square.
I wouldn't go near it if you paid me. But it's here in New Orleans, I guarantee it. I hear their drums at night, oh yes. That's why I'm so ill, I tell you, those drums.
The drums, the
But
drums.
we shouldn't talk about it. They'll hear us. It's the devil's work that happens there, I can tell you. I'll show you something secret. You mustn't tell anyone, Father.
I'm
I
going to
swear
tell
on my
everyone.
collar.
Here it is, mon père. A true object of evil if ever there was one.
It radiates something, all right.
It belonged to my great-grandmother. She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
You don't say.
Did you ever
Tell you the
go?
truth, I've always felt nervous about having it in the house. You know, evil influence and all.
I can see how you would.
Why do you
yes.
still have it, my
And
child?
yet, I could never part with it. It's been in the family for generations. Would you bless it for me, Father? I feel strange asking such a thing of you, but surely you understand.
Oh yes, I'm just going to put it in my pocket for a moment.
Bless this bracelet of a snake.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Even though its vibes aren't great,
Oh,
let it do nobody harm when they wear it on their arm. Voodoo spirits, go away. Don't come back another day.
Yes,
And
it's-
now let us pray.
Pray. Let us just stare at this hand. And let me clay this for you, motherfucker man.
Gabriel has a thought about the clay.
Bless,
Splooch.
oh bless this circlet of
Splooch.
silver.
What are you putting on that?
Take the curse. Oh, take it, Wilbur.
Who is Wilbur? And would that not
blessing, mon père.
squish in your pocket?
Yes, I think it made a lasting impression.
What, father?
Here you go.
I feel so much better now.
You just keep your jewelry on the table. Okay, bye.
Au revoir, madame.
No doubt that's a
Adieu,
picture
mon
of James
père.
Jensen on the table there. And then he shows up at somewhere else looking like that, and they're like, what? What to do now? Let me think about that, because we can't go and see Madame Casimir. Not Madame Casimir, we've just seen Madame Casimir. We can't go and see, oh, you know what? It's probably the day that Molly is at the tomb. We should go there. Except at the Giddy tomb. Yeah, there she is. Gabriel. What am I doing here?
Malia?
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
We're
my
not on a
family's
first name
tombstone.
basis, Mr.
Mine
Knight.
too.
Unnoticed.
Subtle.
Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else,
Why?
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
whatever for?
I can't stop thinking about you.
Well, tough
I've
titties.
been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
Yes, as a creep.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
But I am
I've said that a
staffed.
million times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight it. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations. My family is very traditional.
This is not how
wouldn't
people who are actually
Hey, I
interested
love
in each
tradition.
other do
I've
not
seen Fiddler
talk.
on the Roof 100 times.
Oh man, you and me both, man.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
I'm
Look, I know
heavily
you got more money
anti-Semitic.
than
No, I don't
God.
know.
Do you think I care? Do you think that's why I'm saying this?
Yes.
No, I don't.
I
Why don't
think you
come
just
see
got a
my
big
world?
horn dog in your
I've got a little
pants.
bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
Uh-huh.
See, I
Oh.
knew it. You're crazy about me too. Come by tonight. Please. My world isn't so bad.
You can't
I'm
even pay your
sorry,
assistant.
But there's no place for someone like you in my life. Not now, not ever.
Because you're a creepo. I'm running. I should be running. No, I'm swishing my ass. Gosh, you should have turned to watch, Gabriel, because that's the type of creep you are. Did I make notes of the markings? I do not remember, so let us just do it again.
Gabriel already copied the marks on the tomb.
Cool.
It's getting late.
Oh.
Gabriel decides to go home for
I've
the
done
day.
enough for today. That's good. Oh, hello. I have decided I want to see what it's like
I'm
sleeping with a
going
creep.
inside.
Oh, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you
I'm
just
hoping
leave your
he'll
name
tie
and
me
number
to the
with me,
bed.
and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is
How
he?
can there be lights
Here?
coming
I
from the
really
window,
couldn't say for
but
certain,
not through
but
the
in
door?
the morning-
That's the part that doesn't make any sense.
Gracie,
And
say goodnight.
obviously, there's no light going through those windows, because, oh god, it just makes no sense. There was darkness coming out of that door. How do they have light coming out of the window? Oh god, oh god.
You came. I didn't think you would.
Oh, he does have lights on, but it was dark inside the door.
Eyes. I could show you around a little. It's not much, but
Yeah, I've seen
Please
enough.
don't.
I want to see your
I
bedroom.
couldn't focus on much of anything.
Ew, she's just
Yeah,
as bad,
no.
honestly.
God, what is it about you?
It was-
Just shut up and kiss me.
Ugh. I dreamed a dream. And now for some sexy, sexy poetry. Day 4. Are we day 4? Yeah, day 4. I spoke of one who smelled of death. He gave to me his ears and crosses that were marked made into a veil of tears. Oh yeah, he would touch your cat. Good point. Gosh, it must be a bit lagged today. If you've only just seen him running away from the woman with her butts. Brum, 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 ba-dum. Hi, great. You're not talking to me? Okay, fine. I'm not talking to you then. Mm-hmm. Grace, why do you, like, tidy up or something? Oh, you just took your time typing. Okay.
You're not speaking to me this morning?
Don't be silly. I just have nothing to say.
Have it your way.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Drink my coffee. Le cafe!
Have you noticed this guy outside the shop?
Well, he just showed
yeah,
up.
He gives me the creeps. I wish he'd go away.
I'm gonna read the newspaper, Grace.
Times dated June 21st, 1993. Gabriel's eye is immediately drawn to an article about the voodoo murders. He scans it quickly.
Oh look,
I don't believe this.
It's Mosley.
They've closed the case.
What case?
The voodoo murders case. The paper says that the police have learned that the murders were a result of an underworld cartel war, and that the war is over.
That's not good?
It's ridiculous. And what about the killers? And the voodoo angle, they never got anything on that.
I know you were into it, Gabriel, but if it's over, that's hardly a negative. Anyway, if you're that upset, why don't you talk it over with your pal Mosley?
I think I just
You don't
will.
get it, Grace. Just forget it, okay?
Gabriel decides to check his horoscope, despite his disgust. Death walks close to you today. Resist temptation lest his eye fall on you, too.
Peachy.
But first,
Gabriel
look
also
at the
spots
butts.
an ad for Sam Springleton, a jeweler.
Oh, God.
Sam hangs out at the Napoleon House.
If it was an ad for him, why would it contact him at the Napoleon House? That's stupid. It's stupid. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. Oh, it's just stupid. Butts. God, this is just so stupid, this ad. I love a lot of the people who work at, not Pinkerton Road, the other one. Phoenix Online. And that's just stupid. It's just stupid. Just stupid.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure outside does not respond.
I'm pretty sure you could call the police. It's a Jane Johnson clue. Woo! What, butts? Butts. It's butts.
I'll be back later.
Have fun.
But it probably, like, yeah. It probably is Jane. Oh, can I come here?
The sign on
no,
the front.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow. What is with this music? Like, what is with this? Yeah, talk to the unhappy man. Ah.
What's up?
Buddy, I think the place you're looking for is down on bourbon.
It's called St. George's Books.
Hey, how's it
This
going?
music.
Could you excuse us? We're talking here.
Oh, I thought she might be interested in me. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna steal this boot. Oh, just a chair. Alright, I'll talk to
Could I
Stonewall
ask you a
King.
few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
Oh my god.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Now let's see if this
Voodoo?
guy mentions
Don't
at
believe in it
all
myself.
that we're a
I
regular.
invented a drink once called Laveau's Tomb, but it wasn't very popular. Some people do believe, though. Even some of our regulars here at Napoleon House.
No, what's it called? No. Phoenix didn't only publish this. Phoenix is actually the development company. So, like, Jane's company did, you know, the, she had the original design and she had some of the old assets that they could use, but Phoenix did all of this. They did the 3D graphics, they did the programming, they did the updates to the code, you know, like to the design. What's it called? Because I would say that Jane worked with Katie O'Halloran to code that up, because they also did that with Mobius, that Katie was part of the design team.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
And that was also in this
It's
3D
all over
type
the
of thing.
papers. Some kind of serial killings.
Wow.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
They say a lot of voodoo stuff is found near the bodies.
But I don't know about any of that stuff, because I'm just a man who's staring at you, sir.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Everybody's talking about them. It's starting to scare off the tourists.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Greatest city in the world. I'd never want to live anywhere else.
Which is good, because I can't afford to live anywhere else.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
This city must get about 1 million tourists a year, especially around Mardi Gras.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
A lot of people come here because they think it's mysterious. All that talk about voodoo.
I think it's just hogwash.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
You should probably find a book on the subject, you know?
Maybe go to a library?
Do you know anything about snakes?
Oh, I don't like them.
What about them?
No, just anything.
You ask the weirdest questions. I don't know anything about snakes.
Please buy a drink.
Have you ever heard of Marie Laveau?
Sure. She's kind of the patron saint of voodoo in New Orleans. Don't know too much about her, but the tourists sure get off on all that stuff.
Please buy a drink.
Have you ever
hi,
heard
Mana
of
Weaver.
Marie Laveau?
There's a voodoo museum in town. They'd know more about it than I do.
Please buy a drink.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Come Mardi Gras, you see all kinds of masks in here.
Not many shirts.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo?
Hey.
No, I prefer not to think about that kind of stuff, personally. Crime, perversion, weirdos. Just makes me depressed.
Especially when no one buys any drinks.
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
Never heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
Never heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me anything about a secret voodoo hound fall?
No.
Are you kidding? Around here? Hope they aren't serving drinks.
Well, if they are, I don't think anyone in his right mind would want one.
Yes, like yourself. Why don't you buy a drink?
Does the phrase Caprice encore mean anything to you?
Is that some kind of
Never heard of
drink?
it.
God, that was the perfect opportunity to say, is that some kind of drink?
Tell me about yourself.
A good bartender listens to other people's life stories without telling his own.
And tells them that occasionally they need to buy a drink. By the way, my name's Stonewall King.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
Well, you're one
See
of them.
those old guys at the chess table?
Well, you
That's
used to be one of
Sam
them.
and Marcus. They've played there every day for 20 years. Sam, the one with the purple jacket, he's lost every one of those games.
He used to be black.
It's not that he's a bad player. I've seen him beat guys twice as good as Marcus. But Marcus has Sam so psyched out, he loses his nerve every time. By the way, Sam, the chess player, he's into that voodoo stuff.
Uh-huh.
He's always talking about spells and gree-gree and such.
Intriguing.
Really? Thanks.
Let's have a
How's
chat.
it going?
It's been worse.
Tell me about the street musicians around here.
Buy
I
a
like
drink.
music as much as the next guy, but they get pretty monotonous sometimes, you know?
I mean, I like
Like
drums.
that drummer right outside. They say there's been a drummer outside Napoleon House since the day it opened.
Except for the day I shot
like
one of
drums,
them.
But this character really gets on my nerves.
I like
It
drums.
sounds like the same thing over and over.
And I just want to
wanna
say, enough already.
Sounds like my life.
Mm-hmm.
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with.
No, he's married
He
to
went
her.
a voodoo aunt and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to bury under the girl's front porch.
And she saw her, and
He
she
buried
was
the
like,
pouch,
wow, that was
and the
weird.
next day, he went up and talked to the girl. And sure enough, she didn't reject him.
Yeah, they married.
Now she's his wife, poor guy.
Cool. Bye. I know I could have gone on more with chatting or the musicians, but no. That Stormwell King is boring. Now, we could have gone to try and talk to Sam, but Sam doesn't want to...
Hi.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. So, Sam doesn't want to talk to us unless we can help him. So I figured save myself the hassle. Tell me about Willa Jr.
Ask you a few questions.
Ask what you want. I answer what I want.
Sounds about right. Hey, Alkia! Kia!
I found
Like
out what Cabrice and Call means. How did you know about human sacrifice?
What, man?
I never said them words, monsieur. You must have heard them from someone else.
No, man, I didn't say nothing
Do you know
like
anything
that.
about a secret voodoo houndfall?
There's no such thing. Not around here.
Yeah, there he is.
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
Don't talk like that around here, man.
Caprice encore. Horns without horniness. I mean, I'm the other way around.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
The only one left is Willie Jr. over there.
Well, I think Gabriel Knight 4 would have been about ghosts.
He's sort of a mascot now, him.
Hi, Francisco! Hiya! Yes, we have massive foreheads going on.
Do you know anything about Veves?
Like the ones
It's good to see you, Hitman.
Rituals they do.
I'm looking forward to
tourists.
Adventure X next weekend, so
They
get to see you then.
curiosities, no?
Woohoo!
This is a curio shop.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
Yes, no voodoo at all, just curios.
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
Damballa is an African legend about a great serpent. Folklore, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
About Willie Jr. Would you be willing to let him go?
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. I stream at weird times. I mean, I tend to stream at my night time and in my morning time.
Very
So,
close, no? I couldn't part with him for less.
so I'm leaving tonight. So, I'm like less than it's like 10 hours from now. I'm gonna be on a plane heading for the UK. I'm gonna be spending a couple of days with Richard and well, just hanging out in New York for a bit, and then
Would you take
meet up
50
with
for
you
Willie
guys
Jr.?
in on
Don't
Friday.
insult me, monsieur.
That's the reason why I'm not at work at the
price is
moment.
$120.
Because I'm
What? You said you'd sell it for
I wouldn't have
before.
been at work and then go to the airport.
Sorry,
So it's
monsieur.
just like, you know what?
The price
Extra
was
day off.
always 120.
What? 120? What about 100, man?
Would you take 50 for Willie Jr.?
Don't insult me, monsieur. The price is $120.
What? You said you'd sell it for 100 before.
Well, he just said 120
You
before.
misheard, monsieur.
I think you did miss it because all I saw was
120.
I will enjoy the weather because I like cold weather. Alright, so let's see if we can go and trigger the Bruno conversation and get some money. Be a cashed up bogan. Oh, here he goes. Oh god, Bruno, what have they done to you?
Kids.
Hey.
How nice.
Gee, a customer.
Oh my god, what have they done to you?
How's the flower business?
Well, better
But
than
yeah,
the
like what's it
used
called?
book business, I see.
Catching up with Richard's gonna be good. We're gonna be
So
playing
that explains why I so
the new
rarely see anyone in here.
yeah.
Are you
that's
sell me that
Bruno here.
wonderful painting of yours today?
Yes, it's just darling. How about $120?
How much would you give me for it?
But we're gonna be playing the new Legend Suit Larry. And
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
Yeah, I'll let you have it all right.
but we'll see.
How much for the painting?
It might turn out to be surprisingly
I
good.
could give you 100.
Oh, 100.
That's all I can let go at the moment.
What about
My
120?
affairs are so tied up.
Gabriel.
Yeah,
$100
somehow
for your
Bruno is a
father's
Rasta
painting?
hippie. Man, have you
Stay
not
out of
played
this,
this? Or did you just forget? God, I hate this chess. Sorry.
Fine. It's yours.
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Here's the 100.
Yeah, Grace just wants him to, you know, hold on to his legacy. But at the same time, Grace, you haven't been paid for 3 months. Why do you
better
not?
take good care of this, Bruno.
Why
This
do you
is not
stay at a
just another
job
of your hit
that you have not
art
paid?
pieces.
If you've not paid you in
Really?
3 months.
Well, I fully intend to make the most of its
Oh,
display.
I like to call
Though
this
not
fake
for
real
your
night.
sake, I'm sure.
I mean, as much as, you
At
know,
least in my
there's a
shop,
lot
there'll
of
be a
this
chance of someone actually seeing it.
that, what's it called?
I can't believe I actually got
Oh,
it.
God.
Just wait until I show Sid.
Well, it does some things. stick around because you might see some things that make you angry.
There are things I have to do.
In general, the 3D makes it very awkward and all that jazz. But there's some design choices that they made in terms of changing how the game plays. Like, for instance, I just learned out, like, you know,
I'll be back
Napoleon
later.
House didn't become available until day 4. And they did it by putting an article saying, what was it? Sam a jeweler. Contact him at the Napoleon House. And it's like, what? No.
Hi.
I got $100. But, you know, they do a comic book scene during this game that I actually really liked. It's like the one thing in this game that I was like, ooh, that was cool.
You said you'd sell it for 100 before.
You misheard, monsieur. The price was always 120.
Oh, that's right. I've got to get an extra 20, don't I? Dang it. Where can I find an extra $20? Do we have $20 in the till?
You missed me, so I came back.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
Uh-huh. I mean, I have played this, I've forgotten where the $20 is. Yeah, mug someone. Grace, I need 20.
Gabriel checks the drawer again. Just in case life as we know it changed significantly.
Well, we've got
since
10.
he last looked.
We've got at least, $17 there.
Gabriel doesn't want to take that with him.
Why not? Oh yeah, those lovely locked hips. Grace, can you lend me a 20? Grace, I'm gonna pay you for your 3 months.
Does this mean anything to you?
It's money. I don't want this
you have
money.
No scruples at all selling your father's painting.
Woo! Actually, we should talk to her because she probably has messages because it's day 4.
Got a minute, Grace?
And probably she'll be like, "Oh, your grandmother called."
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
Ooh, no. Makes my skin crawl, though.
But that's good.
Have you ever heard of Dambala?
Dambala.
No, sorry.
Do you know anything about veves?
Babies?
Not
I love
clue.
babies.
Sorry.
Ritual patterns used in voodoo.
Oh, you taught me
Fascinating.
something.
I can't help you out, though.
It's not. Wait, you've been helping him doing some study, and you learnt nothing about voodoo.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Nothing.
I'd rather not hear about your sex life, Knight.
Fair enough.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo house?
Oh, hi, Crom.
In New Orleans?
I think so.
No, I don't, but it sounds dangerous. You're not going to try to find this voodoo group
Oh,
yourself,
and what
are
else
you?
can I tell you about this
Would I
version?
do that?
Oh, yes. This version of Gabriel, the voice, just comes off incredibly sleazy.
Do you have messages for me?
All of his flirting.
Your grandmother
Just,
called.
ugh.
She said to remind you to stop by and go through your father's things.
Okay. Do you have messages for me?
That man from Germany called again. Wolfgang Ritter. Now he's claiming to be a relative of yours.
Wow.
Interesting.
I'll take the
Can I
number.
get that phone number for Wolfgang Ritter?
I'm gonna toss
sure,
it in the
I'll
bin.
give it to you when we're done talking.
Could you do some research for me?
Drums.
Sure, what?
Oh, yeah,
I
research
have
this
a
pattern.
pattern I need you to research.
Oh, it is. You're right. It is the Graham in the Silver
How
Lining.
interesting. What is it?
It's a reconstruction of the tracings they found.
Wait, you want to
around
do
the
this in
murder
front of the guy that's just staring in the
ones
window?
done in flour and blood?
Yuck. You shouldn't carry this kind of thing around. Who knows what these symbols mean?
Well, wear your evil banishing gloves if you want, but check it out for me, would you?
I'll see what I
If
can
they wanted to
find
be
out.
Sierra authentic, they could have got Josh
Anything
Mandel.
else?
I don't know if he can do a southern
I can't think of
accent,
anything.
but Josh Mandel does everything.
Here's that phone number.
Thanks.
No, he should be standing there, but usually he's more imposing, like he's actually like basically looking in the window. This guy's just kind of idling near it. But in the original, he's just like, hello, I am by your window.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Let's go see Gran. Rebecca Knight. Oh, there she is. Just a moment, Gabriel. Oh
Gabriel,
look, it's a young Jane Jensen on there.
Oh, sorry, it's been a while.
It does,
Grandma.
yeah.
Not at all. Give me a kiss.
Gran, what are you wearing? Oh my God. You couldn't get any closer than that.
Sit down. Tell me how you're doing.
Like, I like the portraits on the wall and all that, and yes, I'm pretty sure that's a very young Jane Jensen over here. Hello. But I think when you're using, like, portraits of real people in, like, something like this, it just looks weird.
How have you been, Gran?
Just fine, dear.
I'm shriveling into a
sorry I
prune.
bothered you at work, but I was hoping you'd get a chance to go through your father's things in the attic.
Like you said you were going to 3 years ago. Ooh, less like a prune than she was a second ago.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? What an odd question, Gabriel. Of course, you always
They
were
destroyed it.
interested
They
in
destroyed
monster
most of the
movies and
rooms.
all that other weird stuff. You get that from your father and granddad. I don't know anything about it, dear. Of course, it was very big in New Orleans at one time.
They certainly added pictures of real people
these days.
that have been
Too much
colourfied.
else in the world to worry about, I guess.
And how scandalous, Gran showing her
What
shoulder.
can you tell me about the voodoo murders?
Oh, Gabriel, nothing. And I don't want to. I sometimes wonder what this world is coming to.
Why would you ask that of your grandmother?
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
New
We
Orleans
live
is
here, honey.
very southern, of course. Though not as much as it used to be when I was a girl. It's gotten much more influenced by the East Coast and that California stuff.
Oh, not the California
Still,
stuff.
It hasn't changed as much as other places, I reckon. We've always been happy here.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
My goodness, boy.
Why
you lived
doesn't she
here
have a
all
southern
your
accent?
life,
If he's
just
got a
like
southern
me.
accent
I
and
can't tell
she
you
brought
much that
him
you
up,
don't already
why
know.
doesn't she have a southern accent?
Have you ever heard of Marie Laveau?
Marie Laveau. Oh, of course. She was that voodoo woman, wasn't she? She preyed on people's fears and superstitions, is what I think. There are always those willing to take other people's money for nothing. You stay away from people like that, Gabriel.
Oh,
Yes, Gran.
Wait, can you tell me about
Do you know
snakes?
anything about snakes?
Just your
Snakes?
granddaddy was
What kind of
one, and I
snakes,
killed
dear?
him. I mean,
I don't know, local kinds.
Well, we used to get cottonmouths in the park when I was a girl, but I haven't heard of one being sighted for years. Milk snakes and garter snakes are also around these parts, but they can't hurt you.
Thanks, Gran.
not even knowing the chicks are free. Oh gosh,
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Gabriel, I
Why,
told you
no,
not to go
dear.
through my cupboard.
Do you mean Mardi Gras masks?
Never mind, Gran. Can you tell me anything about a secret voodoo hound fall?
A what
Gabriel,
now?
My goodness. What are you up to these days?
I told you not to get
Oh,
involved
nothing,
with those
Gran,
sex
really.
clubs.
You'd better not be. You know you're the only family I have left.
I know, Gran. It's okay.
Are you sure Gran's not a furry?
Does the phrase Cabri
Oh
San
yeah,
Call mean
she's.
anything
I think
to you?
she's one of the only people that gets close.
Something
Without
without
something.
something, I think.
That would be
Oh,
intriguing
my
to see
French
if
is
this
so rusty.
lady's
I
played
swear my
Tedalo.
mind is going.
Maybe that's the only
No,
reason
it's
she got
okay.
cast was
Thanks.
because she was doing Tedalo. Tedalo.
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
No.
What, dear?
Never mind.
Dambala.
Have you ever heard of Dambala?
What, dear?
Never
Dambala.
mind. Tell me about yourself.
Me? Surely you have something more interesting to talk about.
Gabriel, you lived in this
No,
house
come
as a
on,
child.
Gran.
You know about me.
Oh, all right, dear. What do you want to hear?
What do you do all day?
What do you do all day?
Well, I
know
don't
how
take care
love
of
to
you
knit and
anymore,
work in
so,
my garden. I
do
take long
stuff.
walks. It's the only way to keep an old body like mine from stiffening up.
Well, he uses the same creepy tone about everyone.
Oh, don't be foolish. I'm older than the hills.
Tell me about before you met Granddaddy.
Well, you know I was born Rebecca Wright. My daddy owned a lot of land outside of town. We grew peas and corn and cotton, all kinds of things.
It's like we were farmers or
It was
something.
a good childhood, but my father was very strict. He didn't much let me out of his sight.
How'd you meet
Tell me how you
Granddaddy?
met Granddaddy.
Granddaddy.
Oh, I met Harrison at a church revival. There was a traveling preacher back then, a big fella named Reverend Jim. I even remember his slogan, "Come to me to find your way." Your granddad was
Yep,
sitting right
Sissy
behind
Jones
me
plays
and
Grace.
my girlfriend Alma. And at one point, old Reverend Jim was flinging his hair around with his fine brimstone annex. And a piece
Oh,
of
the
it,
girlfriend
one of the
Alma.
small add-on dues for men, went flying off. Oh, I swear, Harrison and I were the only ones that noticed. We both started laughing to beat the band.
I wonder if he had
Everyone
a German
looked at us
accent at
like
that
we
point.
were a couple of loonies.
Because he would have only been recently in
It was then I
America.
knew that he was from me.
Oh. The funny German man laughed at the same time I did, so I went, I'm gonna marry that.
How you feeling these days?
Fit as a fiddle, and don't you worry your head about it.
Just tell me anything at all.
Oh God, stop flirting
I
with
had
your grandma.
Father when I was 22. The doctors told me I couldn't have any more after him, so I'm afraid I spoiled him.
We didn't have IVF back then.
Just tell me anything at all.
I hate to admit it, but I was a jealous little thing when your granddaddy and I were younger. I loved him so ferociously, and he did attract the eyes of the ladies whether he wanted to or not.
Yes.
Just tell me anything at all.
I get lonely sometimes,
Oh.
but I have lots of girlfriends in the neighborhood. I call one of them if I'm feeling blue.
Or feeling ferocious.
Just tell me anything at all.
I wish you'd settle down and give me a great-grandchild.
Gran.
Oh, Gran.
That's not in the remit of this series.
Just tell me anything at all.
I never loved any man but your grandfather. And I never will.
Now women. Well, ho, ho, what I can tell you about my girlfriend Alma.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
All right, dear.
Let's have a just general chit chat.
What's new, Gran?
I also don't like
I've
that
been
they
working on
just
baby
moved the
sweaters for
chit chat
church
into the main
bazaar.
chat.
Keeps me busy.
Done anything interesting lately?
I raised you.
Yeah, lately.
Gran.
Oh, you know me, Gabriel. I always got my nose poked in something.
Yep.
It must run in the family. You're looking well, Gran.
Oh, thanks, dear.
Is there anything you need?
Me? No, I'm just fine, Gabriel.
Yeah, he does
I
come
have
out
more
rather
than
kiddish
enough
in
of
this, doesn't he?
everything.
I'm 35, but I'm a
Nice
child.
weather.
Oh, Gabriel, please.
But then, you know, what's
They're
it called?
just
I'm 33 and I probably
muggiest
somewhat of a
summer
child
of
as well.
my life.
It's the muggiest year
Are
of
you
my
okay,
life.
I'm right as rain, boy.
You know, you get prettier every time I see you.
Oh, you.
Have you baked any of your incredible molasses pies lately?
No, dear. But you let me know when you want some and I'll whip up a half a dozen.
Gran, I want some.
You've lost weight. Are you courting a new man?
No, but I'm caught on a new girlfriend.
Don't be
I mean,
You know there'll never be anyone but your granddad for me.
Your hair looks very pretty today, Gran.
what? It
Well,
just
thank
looks
you,
like the
dear.
old
So
puffball as
well,
usual.
You've always had such nice, thick hair.
Oh God, I hate his hair in this version.
You know, I always tell people that my Gran is the prettiest grand old belle in the city.
Oh, dear. You shouldn't talk so.
You shouldn't tell people about me.
Tell me about our family.
Who would you like to hear about? Your granddad, your father, or your mother?
Yeah, like, what's it called? In the original, it at least looked like he, it made him look like a bit, like he was very into his hair.
Tell me something
This
about
just sort of
Granddad.
looks like, I brushed it, it dried.
Immigrated to America
It's
when
greasy.
He was 21. He walked his way through school, met and married me, and we had your father, Philip.
So he was older than you by several years.
Tell me something about Granddad.
Your granddad supported me and your father with bookkeeping. Oh, I'll tell you what, though, he hated every minute of it. Didn't really like bookkeeping one bit. Maybe that was why he had the worst luck with jobs. Oh, the nights he'd come home afraid to tell me he lost another.
It turned out he just was not
And
a
I'd
very
tell
good
him
accountant.
It didn't matter to me, but he felt ashamed, Gabriel.
Tell me something about Granddad.
Harrison was only 36 when he died. Your father was 8 years old at the time. Your granddad
Oh,
was
so
hit
you
by
were
a
30 when it
streetcar
happened, so
in
he was
the
6 years
business
older than you.
district. It took me nearly a year to believe he was really gone.
And
I'm
every
sorry,
now and then I still go, Harrison, is that you? Oh, right, you've been dead for 50 years.
Tell me something about Granddad.
Did you know that your granddad was a poet?
He didn't even know it.
He wrote the most beautiful poetry for me when we were courting. I always thought he should have done something with that gift, but he was such a practical man. Didn't believe in chasing after dreams.
The streetcar was an inside job.
Your father was my
Well, I suppose
only
whoever was
child.
driving it was definitely.
How we adored him.
Woo! That's some dirty poetry from Grandma.
Tell me about my father.
Philip suffered from terrible nightmares, just like your granddad did.
Oh, I get
Only
them
they
too,
were two
Gran.
peas in a pod.
He would wake up and screaming about the snake around the neck and
Tell me about my father.
about Gunter.
When Philip met your mother, oh, it was love at first sight. They were married 2 weeks later. Never looked at a girl seriously until then, and he looked at plenty.
Oh.
You have your father's way with women, Gabriel. And your granddad's.
Oh, keep flirting with me, grandson.
Tell me about my father.
I wanted to just lay down and die when he and your mother were killed in that car crash when you were only 8.
Were they 8 in the
It was the
original?
thought of
I thought it was
taking care of
7. I
you
thought 7
that
was
kept
the
me
lucky
going,
number.
Gabriel.
You were only
The
7
police
and
say your
they
father
died.
swerved off the road after being frightened by something. Perhaps a deer in the road or wildcat.
Oh, I just had this amazing thought of, like, imagine if it was like some weird time travel thing where he swerved in the road because he thought he saw his own father, and then he smashed into a tree, but he'd hit his father as well, and it was, oh god, you know, just that whole, like, you know, like, oh, cars were involved. Don't mind me.
Tell me about
my
my
brain just
father.
went off in a strange
Your
tangent, and I
granddad
loved
wanted
it.
Philip to have a normal life. He was obsessed by that thought. He pushed Philip to go to law school, but Philip was driven to art. He painted almost in a daze. He would get so inside himself when he worked.
And he's well, no, wait, how did he push Philip to law school when Philip was only 8? What? No, that doesn't make... No. Gran, you're breaking my brain.
Tell me about my father.
He always hated that it was Margaret's money that supported the 3 of you when his painting couldn't. I kept telling him, try something more cheerful, like a landscape or two, but he couldn't do it. His work was just too dark and disturbing for the public, you know.
Oh, yeah, tell me about my
Tell me
mama.
about my mother.
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father met her. She came from a very wealthy Creole family in New Orleans.
It seems to be a bit of a trend.
She was beautiful and reckless. She was madly in love with your father, of course, but I also think she liked to define her family.
I don't suppose you know any
Since
women
you're
like
so
that,
interested
do you?
in family history these days, why don't you go by St. Louis Cemetery No. 1?
I've
and
already
visit the
been there,
family
Graham.
tomb? It would be such a sweet gesture.
It's just past the Ross tomb, right? Oh, maybe I will.
Because I know a lot about all the different tombs.
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother's family refused to give her money after the marriage. All she
Yeah,
had
it's a
left
family
was
of gold
modest
diggers
trust fund from her
where
great
they all get
aunt,
cut off.
who happened to like Philip. The remainder of your mother's trust fund became yours when she died. That's what you used to open your bookshop.
And that's where you don't have any more money. Maybe you should sell the store.
Tell me about my mother.
The Templetons are all gone now. Every last one of them. Oh, they never wanted
Maybe you should
anything
pay
to
your
do with us,
staff.
of course. What a waste.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait,
nothing.
how did
Never
you get
mind.
from exit to
All
Nevermind?
right,
That doesn't
dear.
make any sense.
I'm gonna go up to the attic, Gran.
Oh,
Be
good.
careful of the
Clear
dust.
everything out of there. You dipstick. Oh, here's our fancy clock. Let us uncover our chair.
Up here.
I just meant for you to uncover it, clearly. Good lord. Oh, this is my old girlfriend.
Do I really look that desperate?
I'm sure when you were young. Wait, bike tire?
It's an old dusty bicycle tire.
That's not a bicycle tire, that's clearly a wooden wheel. Just,
Yeah, it looks pretty heavy. There's a lot of Granddad's old stuff in here.
Here's that sort
Might
of
be
hidden
something
objecty look about it. Oh, here's some letters.
A bundle of letters. Love letters between Harrison and Rebecca.
Cool.
More of Harrison Knight's German books.
Just what I need.
Here's a good old Bible. Nothing under the Bible. Nothing underneath the wallet, but I maybe could have taken the wallet. Nothing under the cross. Oh. Oh, key.
What's this?
Some
It's
sort of key.
Some old clothes, including a pair of leather shorts.
Are those
Lederhosen.
called lederhosen?
Ooh, fancy hat. Yep. Pretty sure you found what you're looking for, Gabriel, but still. Stein. What? But, you know, like the whole streaming lighting thing, this makes even less sense because there's nothing of his dad's up here anymore because he already had the sketchbook. Just, Achtung. Okay, 3 o'clock. Dragon up here. Oh, I need to have the key in here. Whoop, whoop. Give it a 12.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happens. I think it's dragon at the top usually. Yeah,
key
glide back
winds
in.
the clock's
Glide back in
mechanism.
Manschlaf.
Granddaddy, you old fox.
Pick it up. Yeah, they made you do the extra step of finding the key. But the thing is that he just told Gran, I'll go upstairs and I'll go through Daddy's stuff. But the thing is that there's no more of Daddy's stuff up here. To be fair, in the original there was only the notebook, but still.
The old photograph shows Gabriel's grandfather with 2 other men that Gabriel has not identified. The back of the photo has the following written on it.
Schloss Ritter, 1925. This is a good-looking man. This is a young boy. Surely his name is not Wolfgang. This is an older man.
The letter is written in German, but Gabriel determines what he can about it. It was sent from a place called Schloss Ritter in Rittersberg, West
Fancy
Germany.
that.
The letter is addressed to mein Sohn
Son
Heinz
Heinz.
and signed Wilhelm Ritter. One of the reoccurring words strewn throughout the letter is the word Schattenjäger.
Schattenjäger.
The only other thing that Gabriel can decipher about the letter is a sense of urgency in the handwriting and in the heavy use of a quill tip, bold strokes, and underlining.
My son Heinz, why don't you come back? We need you. Porto Legacy. And stuff like that.
Hey, that's my gran. Show some respect.
Oh god, the fact that there was an action icon on Gran was just bizarre.
Gabriel doesn't want a crowd, Granny. He prefers the chair.
What? But the thing said Grant and a sofa. Grandma. I might have made a stabbing animation at the grandma because it's a dagger. What else do you do with a dagger? At least, you know, in King's Quest, when you had a hat, you put a hat on the head.
Do you know anyone named Heinz Ritter?
57.
Heinz Ritter?
No.
Oh, Gabriel. Where did you hear that name?
I found a letter in Granddaddy's clock.
Oh, you opened it.
I promised I'd never tell you or your father, but
wait,
I suppose
how do you promise not to tell about a to a grandson that he doesn't know about?
Granddad's name.
Never tell anyone. Never tell any of my married house.
He changed it to Harrison Knight legally when he arrived.
Never tell anyone. Anything else about
Why
Heinz
did
Ritter?
Granddad change his name?
I don't know. I tried to ask him about his family and his life before America, but he didn't want to talk about it.
It was weird that he didn't
never
tell me
even
that he
told
had a
me about
brother
his name change.
or a father.
I found out one day when I saw his passport in a drawer.
And I said, "Who is
Since he
this
obviously
bitch?"
found it painful, I never questioned him about it. But I'm sure it wasn't trouble with the law. Your granddad was the best man I ever knew.
Except for the time that he killed that hooker. I mean...
Didn't Granddad ever say anything about his past or his family?
Only that his family was crazy and that he never wanted to see them again. He believed in
I wouldn't mind seeing like a prequel game to this just to show why Harrison left.
Children from what
I think it would be intriguing.
Nightmares. Whatever Harrison
but it would
wanted
be
to
like a
scare
very
you
short game probably.
It cost him plenty. He never did sleep well, and he would often get
he met a werewolf and he was just like, no, I can't do this. We got no power, Papa. We must leave.
Someplace he thought he ought to be. I don't know how he could think that he should be anywhere but with me and our child. It's a terrible way to live.
Yeah, World War II would be real interesting. I always thought that if I ever got, you know, Lorna Baines to a point where there'd be World War II, that either Lorna or her husband could be involved. Husband at that point, that could be involved with something World War II, and then Wolfgang shows up and it's like, ah, look at them, they're there.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Schottenjäger?
Schottenjäger.
Oh, how odd, Gabriel. I haven't heard that word in years. My goodness, you've given me
He'd have like a cute name like
Your
Wolfie.
granddad used to say that sometimes in his
Wolfie Ritter.
Really? Do you know what it means?
No, I'm afraid not. I asked him about it once. I don't think he answered me. Odd.
Huh. Thanks, Grant.
Grant, why do you keep bobbing your head like that? Yes, Gabriel?
Do you know anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
Wolfgang Ritter?
No.
No, dear.
Huh. Odd.
As I said, your granddad's surname was originally Ritter.
So, you know, that maybe that's a thing.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
All right, dear.
I just keep bobbing my head
Gran,
like this.
I'd better get going.
Remember that I love you, Gabriel.
And that I won't see you for the rest of the game. Actually, now while we're out there, let's go and check on Hartridge. Not that he said anything, but I am still. Oh no, he's not standing here anymore.
The door to Hartridge's office is locked.
Apparently, he's not here. Okay. I guess we go talk to Mosley. No, we still need to get that extra 20, don't we? Let us just head to Jackson Square for the moment. Oh, yeah, maybe Madame Lorelei's come back. If not, maybe we can go visit the family too. That's right, because last time that we tried to do it, Madame Lorelei's still gone. But the last time we tried to do it, he was like, I don't need to visit my family. Why would I want to visit my family? It's just past the Ross tomb. But
no way. Something might answer.
Okay, apparently I just tried to talk to a tomb. That's not weird at all. There's something about the squirrel, isn't there?
Someone has left a small vase by the Wright family tomb.
Guess what? It was you.
Here besides me and Gran, but that was nice of them.
Well, the fact that the Wright tomb was something that was a thing, but usually you walked along it on the way to the Getty tomb. But the way that this screen is set out is definitely very new. And there's a squirrel, and there's a fence.
A wrought iron fence surrounds this tomb.
Weird.
That's to keep people out.
Not to keep them in.
DeMarco reads Franklin Wright.
I didn't know Mosley was.
I never knew him.
Yeah, so we got Merrill.
DeMarco reads Merrill Planter Wright.
Yes.
These are Gran's folks. I never knew him.
DeMarco reads Harley Wright.
Gran's sister.
She died young.
DeMarco reads
Harrison Knight. Granddaddy.
DeMarco reads Philip Knight.
Daddy.
DeMarco reads Margaret Templeton Knight.
Mama. Talk to your grandparents. Hi.
I'm Rebecca's grandson.
I come by now and then.
When they were alive, the Wright elders give no response.
Gran talks a lot about you, Harley.
She does?
How's it going, Granddaddy?
Still dead, Gabriel. It looks like someone tried to break into my tomb.
Hey, Daddy.
Nothing more to say, son?
Hey, Daddy.
Nope, okay.
Miss you, Mom.
Cool.
Oh, shoot. Huh. Looks like someone left something in that vase.
That... I'm sorry, my brain cells just died. Oh, God.
Looks like it's my lucky day.
Oh, God. Oh, God, that's so stupid. You just go and pay your respects to your grandmother and, no, sorry, to your mother, and a squirrel comes by and knocks down a vase. That just happened to be there for no reason. And, $120. And then you get the money, and then you can buy the crocodile head.
$20. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
And then you get your free
That's
gambling oil.
120 sure enough. That mask is yours.
For sure. I can't pay it with Willie Jr. I love him. This crocodile is yours. Somehow you will take this home.
Here you go. Carefully, don't bite you now.
Yeah,
I
thanks.
just stick it
Now,
down
don't
my
you go
pants.
forgetting your lagniappe. A free bottle of Master Gambling Oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead.
You don't
Well,
need
I
it,
was
son.
thinking a man as young as you wouldn't be needing that kind of remedy.
Oh.
But, you's having problems with your...
No.
That's all right.
No.
Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this.
I
Thanks
just
anyway.
wanted to date rape some more women. I mean,
Because it ain't none of my
get
business
gambling
if
oil
you
is
do
good.
need
Good
it now,
idea.
huh?
I don't need it.
Oh, of course you don't.
I don't. Okay. Yeah, good old hammer space. Hey Sam, can we talk? For some reason, you run your jewelry establishment out of Napoleon House.
Excuse me, I hate to interrupt your game, but could I ask you a few questions?
No.
What game? This ain't a game, it's a slaughter.
He's right, you know. So let me die in peace, would you?
Got a second, Sam?
I got something for you.
It's about your game.
It's a bit of,
Don't have a
you know.
game, that's my problem.
Well,
don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, bastard.
I ain't never needed to cheat yet, you loser.
What you want?
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
Marcus uses it. Salad dressing. Oh God! You put it on a salad and it tastes real good.
Don't you ever wonder?
Oh God,
why
it's a hair
Marcus
tonic.
wins every time?
Oh
Whoa,
God!
hold it. You really think Marcus uses this stuff?
Would I make something like that up?
Yes.
Get out of here. Marcus would never use something like this.
Well, if that's what you want to believe.
This is a. Maybe you could use it as a salad dressing.
This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Ah, go on. Really?
It might make a good salad dressing.
Oh God! I just have to hear it.
Sorry.
Got any squeaky doors?
None that I don't want to squeak. Excuse me.
I bet it would work as hair tonic.
Well,
Look,
what
no amount
door
of
would you
tonic's
want
gonna
to
help this
squeak?
baloney patch. Thanks anyway.
You might be able to sell it to some poor dumb sucker.
No,
Like
you
yourself.
sell it to some poor dumb sucker.
That's what I'm trying to do.
This voodoo oil could make a nun get lucky.
Really? You think it really works, huh?
Oh yeah, I slept with a nun. I mean,
And you say Marcus uses this? That explains a lot. Let me see that bottle.
it's an oil, so I do not recommend drinking
This
it.
looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
If I could really beat that bastard.
Yes.
Stonewall, give me a pimp's cup, would you?
No, don't drink
up,
it.
Sam.
Don't drink it, man. Don't drink it. It's an oil. Oils ain't oils. You know, the fact oh, she's drinking wine. For a moment there, I thought that, what's it
How
called?
much you
That,
think I ought to put in here?
oh, God.
Careful,
I
you
thought
don't
she was
wanna
holding a
overdo it.
rose.
Too much luck can be dangerous.
Ha! There's no such thing as too much.
Forget the cup. I'm
Now
gonna
stand
drink
back.
it all. Oh. I thought maybe you'd just rub it on
Come
your
on
hands.
already, I'm ready to checkmate.
We'll see about that, Mr. Smarty Big Mouth.
Because then you'd be like, my luck is in my hands. But no, he drank that. And be like, Gabriel just be like, I didn't understand any of that game.
Checkmate! Checkmate, you bastard!
Son of a bitch.
Oh no,
What
bitch.
the years I've been waiting to say that. Checkmate! Checkmate! Checkmate!
Maybe I could run my
You
business
are
in
the
an actual
biggest
business
butthead
now.
Sam Singleton that I have ever met.
It's Singleton, and yet they've just written
Checkmate.
Sprinkleton.
You can just put that chessboard where the sun don't shine.
You're a poor loser.
Hallelujah! I did it! Yippee!
I ain't gonna see you again, ever again. See you on the cruise tomorrow.
Nice game.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant. Course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come to Sam, you hear?
Will
Good.
do.
I hear you're a jeweler. I got myself a mold. It's been sitting in my pants for a couple of days.
Could you do anything with this?
What is this, a clay mold?
Yes.
Well, I am a jeweler, you know.
This has been
And
sitting in
I
your
owe
pocket,
you
you
one.
say?
Would you like me to cast this for you?
Yes,
If you
please.
can.
In a
You
gold
got it, pal.
with a
Actually,
little
it'll
gemstone
be a
for the.
pleasure to get my tools out. First time in years.
But then why
I've
would
been
you
too busy
advertise if you
playing
haven't
that
had your
goddamn
tools out
game.
for years?
I'll have the bracelet later today. Right now,
What?
I feel like I could do anything. Meet me here in a few hours.
I'll just stand here
right.
then. Awkward as fuck. Gabriel, don't watch him as he leaves. What else can I do now? I can go back immediately and see if Sam's there. No. God, that would have been amazing. Just be like left and come back. Can't go to Magenta's. Finish with Casimir. Oh, Voodoo Museum maybe. Maybe the snakes will be
Hello,
out.
Dr. John.
Damn it!
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
I was hoping for something more. Well, he said later today, and like, you know, the time has been changed. In the past, it used to be you'd come back the next day.
Can I ask you some more questions?
I wish you wouldn't.
I also find our dialogue stimulating.
Schattenjäger?
Have you ever heard of a Schattenjäger?
No, I have not.
Cool.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo houndfall?
Well, it wouldn't be secret if I did.
Mr. Knight. The voodoo churches in the city have no need for secrecy.
Okay, bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Bye.
Come back again.
Okay, what can we do instead? Okay, let's see if Madame Lorelai's back. Oh, it's Crash! It's Crash!
It's Crash, the guy from Mosley's office. At the first sight of Gabriel, he slouches away like a beaten dog.
I wonder what he's up to.
Maybe I should go to that one scene that I've not used before except at any other time. Here it is, Jackson Square Overlook. Yeah, I kind of liked this puzzle in the original. I just wish they'd done it more. Like, had more reason for him to...
Those binoculars aren't going anywhere without a jackhammer.
You know very well I meant... to look through them. Gosh, I stayed up too late last night. Well, Madame Lorelai's definitely not back. Exit! Really big word letters. That's looking up to the sky.
That's Crash. What the hell is he up to with that drummer?
But he whispered something. He already doesn't look good.
Huh. Crash and the drummer. Interesting.
Maybe I should clean up the trash while I'm here. Nah. Hey Crash, you ready to die? Oh, I came from the wrong direction, but okay. Yeah, Crash and the drummer.
To talk to you. Ask you some questions.
You see I'm sick, man.
Go away, man. I'm too sick. Go away.
Come on. I have to know what you know about these
K-I-L-L-I-N-G.
You don't know nothing about nothing, man. You are so far out of it, you wouldn't understand anything. Just like that friend of yours, Mosley.
What can I do to convince
I'm not
you?
like Mosley. I know more than you think I do.
Oh, it's the snake bracelet, isn't it? So you have to get it.
It's not worth my breath.
Cool. Well, let's see if we can get that bracelet then. Sam, are you done? You are done!
Sam, my man.
Man, that happened real quick.
You. I got that bracelet for you.
Not as quick as I thought would be funny, but
This piece was a real toughie. For some reason, the metal just wasn't setting. I must be out of practice.
Yeah.
Well, it looks good to me. Thanks, Sam.
No problem. By the way, I'm heading out of town tonight.
Yeah? Where to?
Marcus used to tell me that if I ever beat him at chess, he'd take me around the world. The old bastard has enough money stuffed in his mattress to cover the federal deficit, and he hates spending a penny of it.
And then when he comes back, we're gonna get married.
Watching him squirm through every mile.
Sounds like fun. Good luck.
Are you kidding? Luck is my middle name.
Is your wife going on this, or is it just you and Sam? Because I think then she would know. She'd know, man. Crash, I came back with a bracelet. Except I'll sit behind you, even though it'd be kind of cool if I sat in front of you and looked back.
Do you recognize this?
Holy shit.
Where did you get that?
Why? Do you know something about it?
But I think Sam's wife's still alive.
Crash opens his shirt and reveals
Look at my
a
tattoo!
It's the same snake.
Bullshit.
It's their sign, man. The mark of the snake. Without it, they'll never let you get close.
The sign of the snake, right. Your tattoo, my bracelet. Now do you believe that I know something about these people?
All right, yeah.
Hey, I just met you.
You
This
know
is
about
crazy,
them.
but look at my tattoo, baby.
I guess.
Will you answer some questions for me now?
Okay, I'll talk to you. A little, but make it fast.
Because clearly I'm gonna die. Like, look, I've got red bruising around my nose and my eye. Oh, God, do not even ask me about my eyes.
Tell me what you know about voodoo.
Look, take some advice. Stay away from this voodoo shit.
I got the
You don't
double
really wanna
leprosy.
know, man.
Good God,
Believe
those
me.
dreads are terrible.
Do yourself a favor and leave me alone.
Tell me about yourself, Crash.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm sick. Dying. Eating the big enchilada, man. What the fuck else matters?
I could go for an enchilada,
I
guy.
saw you talking to that drummer. What did you tell him?
You saw me with the drummer? Nobody's supposed
Oh,
to
hey,
see.
Sucky.
Oh, shit! I blew it again. Promise you won't say nothing to no one. It'll get back to him. Everything does. Promise me you won't tell anyone you saw me.
Okay, but you have to tell me everything I want to know.
Okay, okay.
In this
all right.
big room that anyone could hear.
I was sending a message, man. They have these Rada drummers posted around the quarter. They see
Quarter?
everything, and they report.
Report?
Around the quarter?
The drums, man.
Quarter?
It's some kind of
That's
code.
the way he said it.
Oh, you look pretty sick. Shouldn't you be in a hospital?
Nah, a hospital wouldn't do nothing. Just leave me alone.
They can't stop voodoo poisoning.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
I never heard of that.
Yeah, this isn't our Gabriel. I like to call him fake real.
Do you know anything about Veves?
Babies?
I never heard of that.
I love babies.
Tell me what you know about Damballa.
No, don't say that word. They'll hear you.
You're killing me,
They
man.
who?
Shut up, man.
You're killing me. You know, okay, in the context of the entire game, this was the absolute worst place he could have come to because the Hon 4 is literally right underneath him.
Tell me what you know about Damballa.
God damn it.
I told you. I can't talk about it.
Or maybe he came here
Now, tell me about
hoping
the
that
animal
someone
masks.
from downstairs would
wear
come
them
up and he could talk
when
to
they're
them and then they
dancing
bring him back down.
at their
But
rituals.
then talking about the
But they
stuff
don't just
right
wear
here
them.
at the entrance
They
is
become
the
them.
worst thing
They
he could have
become
done.
the animals.
Stop talking nonsense.
But he sounds like
It
he's been
happens,
to the
man.
rituals,
That's
so...
all I know.
It happens all the time.
Now tell me what you know about voodoo.
All I know is these people are into some weird shit. They have power. Real power. They can write your name on a piece of paper, chew it, and you end up like minced meat. Like you've been through a grinder.
Yeah, the
They know
rituals are done in
things
the bio, but
in their
considering that
heads.
he seems to be
Things
quite
that no one
involved,
ever knew about you.
I would have thought
They
that
know when you
possibly he would
lie.
know where the Hon 4 is.
Smell it. They are fucking scary, man. I don't know if it's the devil or what, but it ain't no fake shit,
Although,
man.
like, what's it called?
It's
Maybe,
real.
you know, like, maybe he, with him sitting here, that, yeah, maybe. But, like, they're not actually,
tell
like,
me
you know,
about
like,
the voodoo murders.
casting a voodoo
They
thing. They're
did the
literally
murders.
at the
And
confessional and
that's
just
not the
going,
only way they kill. No.
you know, with
They
a
can get
poison
you from
dart.
miles away, just by saying your name.
Come on. You don't really believe that, do you?
No. I seen it, man. You can't cross him.
You can't cross him.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Man, can't you see I'm sick? Don't bug me with stupid
We live
questions.
here.
Does the name
Yeah,
Ogun
I
Bada
don't
Green
think
mean
I actually
anything to you?
thought about that until just
No.
this second.
Don't say that name.
I'll go and bad
Why not?
agree.
It's evil, man.
No, this isn't Tim Curry. The original and the in Gabriel Knight 3 is Tim Curry, and then in the
Do you know
FMV
anything about
version it was a
snakes?
gentleman called
The eyes.
Dean Erickson.
Snake's eyes.
Sexy Dean Erickson.
Damballa.
Okay, calm
Damballa.
down. Do you have any idea what Capri San Call means?
I never heard of that.
Okay, well I suppose he doesn't know about the human sacrifices.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
I don't know her. Honest.
Well, no. So are you looking at the wiki for the original Sid to the Father or the 20th anniversary? Because in the 20th anniversary, it's probably the same guy who did Graham in The Silver Lining. But Wiki might have been talking about the original, which is Tim Curry.
Tell me what you know about a secret voodoo hound for New Orleans.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Tim Curry's had
cartel
charm
in
to it as
Nolans.
well. This
voodoo cartel.
This guy just comes off kind
They
of
control
quite sleazy.
everything that happens on the street. I mean everything that's bought or sold. They have fingers in the legit world too. Banks, foreign stuff.
I
you
think
name
it's
it.
possibly that Tim Curry
There's
doesn't
supposed
look
to be this
much
temple.
like Gabriel.
What you said, a hound for.
And you know,
That's their headquarters, man.
It was
I
FMV.
heard people say it's underground.
It would have looked a
somewhere
bit
in the
bizarre,
corner.
I think.
I don't know where though.
Because
Have you ever been there?
I'm just
No,
now
no.
imagining Tim
I've
Curry
never
in like
been in
a
it.
strawberry
I'm nobody,
blonde
man.
wig, and it
A
is
runner.
bizarre and
But I
wonderful.
saw them once. Out at the lake.
The eyes.
They became animals, man. Beasts. I remember the eyes. The eyes.
Oh.
Hey, are you okay?
No.
The eyes.
Wait.
The eyes.
I think that's why you
I
got
think I should go get a
you
doctor.
got ignored, honey. The second one is FMV. It's all
Hey,
FMV.
are you all right? Someone, I need help.
The eyes. The eyes of the snake.
Yeah, I like the second one as well. Damballa.
Spasms twice
No, he
more.
didn't spasm twice more. He just died.
as Gabriel watches.
Oh my god.
Wait, how is the candle affecting the lighting on his legs? Well, time to sketch that man's chest.
Crash won't be looking at anything.
What? You know,
Ever.
no, I want to sketch the snake. Oh, shit, man. You know, like, my first video game nightmare... Well, actually, no, my second video game nightmare. My first video game nightmare was, Gabriel Knight... Not Gabriel Knight. It was, Maniac Mansion. I drowned Dave in the pool. You haven't seen anyone Let's Play Gabriel Knight 2? Well, funny story. I happen to have a Let's Play of that. I have a Let's Play of all 3 of the originals. But, my first Sierra video game nightmare was Crash dying because the something about the way him turning blue just got me. Like, what's it called? Like, look, it says shirt. Oh, open. I have to open the shirt. I thought that was leaving the scene. Yeah, this is not the same snake of of the bracelet.
I guess I better copy this tattoo.
Yes. Yeah, I had a lot from Dagger of Omen Ra, but you know what? I think it was also the fact that I was playing these games when I was 7, and I didn't quite have the I had the wherewithal to play it as like that, but it obviously affected when I'd sleep, because I've always been someone that, you know, my dreams often take clues from things that I've seen during the day, and my brain is a lot more inventive than some some things that I might have seen. Okay, so we have the snake. Don't think we need Hartridge yet.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Really?
Oh
I
boy.
thought you were gone.
Yeah, I've like, what's it called? I basically learnt that I couldn't I can't listen to certain things when I'm going to sleep. Like, if I listen to Darkseid, a Let's Play of Darkseid when I go to sleep, I will dream about horrible, fucked up shit. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Schottenjäger.
No. Is that a voodoo word?
I don't think so. It's German.
It's German.
No, sorry. I don't speak German.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
Rada
Could you
drums.
research Rada drums for me?
Rada drums? Sure. I don't think we have any books on that topic in the shop, but I'll contact our suppliers. Assuming any of them will extend you any credit.
Tell them it's an emergency.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I can see where a Rada drum book would be incredibly urgent. Anything else?
Nope. I can't think of anything.
I can't think of anything.
Well, it's more about hearing something while you're sleeping. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, RuneScape. But let's go and talk to Mosley and say,
don't hurry back
oh yeah,
on my
God,
account.
that fashion model pose. You like my jacket? You love this? You love this thing? Let's go and talk to Mosley. The rider drum isn't quite in tune with the background. And I hate that they added this officer just standing here. He adds absolutely nothing. Ha!
Hey.
Hey. A uniformed officer of the NOPD.
Again, does nothing. He just stands here the entire game. I do like the snake on the bin though.
Knight, hate to tell you this, but you're out of a book.
You're out of a book. You literally can't write a book unless something's happening in real life. Well, it's better like one of the few times that I've ever fell asleep on a train. I woke up and there was a $5 note in my bra. I like to think that possibly it would just fall. It had fallen and someone just went. I'm not gonna go try to grab that.
I have to tell you, bud, I'm pretty pissed off about this case being closed.
I'm pretty pissed off at you.
Hey, I'm not any happier about it than you are, Knight.
These things look nice, but there's something that 3D has lost in the translation of the original.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Animal masks? You mean like
which
those
is why for Lorna
Halloween
Baines I'm trying to get it to look kind of, you know, comic booky.
I don't think so.
So
more like real animals.
Try and get some of that, you know,
like
2D charm back. Vives.
Do you know anything about Vives?
Babies? What? I never wanted any of those.
They're ritualistic patterns used in voodoo. You know, like those marks we found around the body.
You know what the department says about that, Knight? That voodoo stuff is faked.
Which department?
Yeah, well, they're wrong. These Vives...
Look,
don't worry about the babies. I don't think they're relevant to the case. Damballa.
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
You mean gumbo?
Yes.
No, I mean Damballa.
Gumbo.
Can you tell me anything about a secret voodoo hound fall?
Oh, come on. Somebody's pulling your leg, Knight.
Maybe they ain't pulling yours enough.
Ain't nothing secret about voodoo in Narlands. There's a museum, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the stuff they want you to see.
You're getting mighty paranoid, Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me anything about a secret voodoo hound fall?
No.
I told you. You're nuts. Drop it.
God, I hate this Mosley. Just the hairstyle and the pudgy chin.
Have you ever heard?
Yeah, he's
of a
okay, but he's no Mark
Hamill. Is that anything like a Chuck Yeager?
But
I don't think there's any
hair.
relation.
The hair is so wrong.
Have you ever
In
heard
both
of
of them.
a Schottenjäger?
Not since the last time you asked.
You know, the first time I played this, there was some sort of glitch that if you clicked out here, they would both start moving in like triple time, and so it just was like they were just like, I've had too much coffee. I've had too much coffee.
Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to talk about that for now? We're not doing the book anymore. Besides,
you're my friend.
You already know too much about me.
All right, we are friends.
So how do you find anything in this office? It looks like a war zone in here.
Mm?
Hey, I get my job done. I'm a detective, not Betty Crocker.
Are those new shoes? What are those, loafers? Kind of a mud brown suede kind of thing?
They're comfortable.
Hey, I'm on my feet all day, all right? Is that okay with you?
No.
Mostly. I'm being perfectly sincere.
I'm mostly being sincere.
Yeah, you and my grandmother. Right.
Oh, is your grandmother not nice to you?
You know, you have a unique way of wearing clothes that's, well, the way they kind of hang, pleating over that stomach of yours, drooping off your butt.
Ooh.
We can't all have the body of a 12-year-old like you, Knight.
that's not a body of a 12-year-old, trust me.
You know, if you started carrying a lollipop around, you might get more respect.
We represent the Lollipop Guild. The Lollipop Guild.
Trying for a real estate job with that coat?
No?
Yes.
Are you trying out for
undercover,
a janitorial job with that hair?
dick.
Have you ever called the hair club for men?
I'd rather have no hair than your hair, Knight.
Played any b-ball lately?
Does it look like it? I'm so out of
Well,
shape.
yeah,
I probably have a
definitely.
coronary
I mean,
just
like, look at
looking
Gabriel
it
Knight too.
Yeah, I'm
He
out of
was
it too.
definitely all over Van
We should
Gloa.
play sometime. Get back into shape.
Man.
Or rather, Van Gloa was all over him, and Gabriel right last minute is like,
down.
I don't know what I feel about that. Nope, I don't want to be a werewolf, thank you.
What's the status on the voodoo murders case?
There is no
case?
status,
What
dick.
case? I told you, the voodoo murders case is closed.
Gabriel's just one of those friends that just shows up at things that go like, so what about this? No,
Turns out
that's not a thing
Chicago
anymore.
Mafia
So what
trying to
about it?
invade local territory.
No.
Use the Mississippi for drug running now that Florida's so hot.
Woo, Florida's
what we
hot.
had here was a little resistance from the local businessmen. Word came in this morning that the Chicago group is giving up and pulling out of Nolans.
But that doesn't bring the killers to justice.
Well, the boys upstairs seem to figure it this way. Let the slime kill each other. Better the vermin we know than Chicago vermin, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The attitude in the department is that we just been done a huge favor, and they're probably right.
There will
What
be
about
more
the local
murders, trust me.
cartel? Are you just gonna let them go?
At least they're part of us. We'll deal with them over time. Always have. Nolans is pretty clean that way, you know.
Well, that's the illusion, isn't it?
Look, I'm not
I wouldn't
totally in
put it past
agreement
him.
here either. But what can I do? These guys are not about to get caught. I'm disappointed about the book too.
Yeah,
Look,
Gabriel can
next
still
big
write the
murder
book,
case
man.
I get,
It's
I'll call
fiction.
you in, and we'll do that one up right, okay?
Oh
In
my
fact, I
God.
could probably dig up some old cases, and you could spice them up.
Maybe we
No
could
thanks.
solve some. Oh, by the way, Crash is dead.
Crash is dead.
What?
What? What are you talking about? I just let him go this morning.
I just watched him
Yeah,
die
well,
5
that turned
minutes
out to be
ago.
a brilliant move. Though they probably would have gotten him anywhere.
They? You're losing it, Knight.
It was the voodoo cult. They did it. Crash said that...
You're an amateur, so let me give you some advice. Crash is well, he was a junkie. You gotta read through the hallucinations. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? Where's the body, anyway?
I left it in a
St. Louis
church.
Cathedral.
Lovely. Well, we'll make sure he's picked up sometime today so he doesn't scare the shit out of some nun. But chill, Gabe. In this business, you see a lot of stiffs.
This is like,
Your professionalism
right, sorry,
is
at that point I would just be like, I have to make a phone call. 1 moment, please. Yeah, there's a dead body at St. Louis Cathedral. Someone go over there straight away.
How can I convince you to reopen the case?
How can I
Look,
convince
the
you?
department's not interested.
So, couldn't you make them interested?
With what? I got 7 bodies and still no
God, I hate
leads.
this Jack.
The voodoo angle's worthless, and besides, these people aren't hurting anybody but out-of-town drug dealers and hitmen.
The voodoo
Crashing the
stuff
boys.
is not worthless. It's the key to the whole thing. And these people are dangerous. They need to be stopped.
Okay, you want me to reopen this case? Prove what you just said.
Okay.
What do you mean?
You need to prove that there's a legitimate voodoo cult. in
Here's your item
Nolans.
list.
Prove that they're a threat.
Uh-huh.
Get me a lead on the cult.
Uh-huh. Cool. Alright, let's get working on it then. Bye. Mostly. Wow, you can really see Officer Franks from your desk.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Ciao, baby.
Like, you can almost read what's on her screen. Quest accepted. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Let's pop on home and see if there's...
Hey, Grace, here I am.
Wow, party
Boy,
time!
Party time.
Grace, honey, can you,
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Nope. I guess let's try ringing, Wolfgang. Herr Wolfie? Luckily, at least, you know, you can actually bring up the number while the phone's up. In the old days, you had to write that shit down.
Didn't Grace say you had to dial 011 first to get international?
God, is that a terrible, terrible thing? Wait, what's it called? Just the whole...
Guten Tag. Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht.
Hello.
I'm looking for Wolfgang Ritter.
Ja, einen Moment.
Yeah, is this Gabriel on the phone?
This is
That
Gabriel,
was really
man.
quick.
Why are you calling me, Mr. Ritter?
Because I'm in love with you.
Of great danger for you, Gabriel. You must leave New Orleans this very day.
What in the hell are you talking about?
What is that accent?
It's hard to explain on the phone. I have had dreams about you. It took me a long time to have you tracked down. I knew that Heinz had a grandson, but until these dreams started, I did not know if I should contact you.
You say you're related to my grandfather?
Heinz was my brother. There is much about the family that you should know.
He took the family recipe of tomato sauce.
It is our family home. I will tell you everything when you come. You must come immediately. You are in great danger there.
Look, I appreciate the family spirit and all, but frankly, I don't know you from Adam. And I'm not going to fly off to Germany, even if I could afford it.
I can't even afford this phone call.
If you won't listen, at least let me send you something. It is a journal from one of your ancestors.
Cool.
Promise me you will read it. You are the last of our line.
The last of our line.
You are our last hope. Please, for your family, read the journal.
All right, I'll look at it.
Why have you not knocked up a woman?
Be careful and come to me as soon as you can. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Grace, I gotta make a grandchild right now. Yeah, well, I think the idea is that he's not. Oh.
It's about closing time.
She's out.
So it is.
Oh, look, the guy's gone.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gabriel. And try not to dream.
No promises. Oh, God, I hate the... I miss the skirt! I know why the skirt isn't here, but I miss it. Well, I'm guessing that what part of the reason why the Schattenjägers don't have much is that they don't have their magic powers anymore because they don't have the amulet. So they're kind of shit without them.
Hello.
It's me.
Hello.
I can't sleep.
Oh, me neither.
Can I...
Yes.
Come.
Come to me. And then he comes, what are you doing here? Day 5. I think the reason why the skirt isn't there is because when she walks, it would basically break and snap. Malia's only really works because it stops at her knees. The road was blocked, the truth was shown, the white flag had been waved. Reversal cost me all I had and everything I braved. Yeah, well, I mean, like, it's the same as the original, but the original had, you know, slightly better voice actors who could kind of pull it off. When I say kind of, I mean, like, some of it's still a bit weird. If you really look at it with you. Whoa, there's Gabriel. Oh, shit, Gabriel. What was that bicycling? That was bizarre. Our friend is there, even though he wasn't there a second ago. Yeah.
Sure. Great. Why?
You weren't here.
If I were any better, Grace, I'd be dead. Now what's up?
You got another package this morning. Overnight from Germany.
Gosh, that was really quick. Like almost too quick.
I was expecting that. Where is it?
Up your back
it
passage.
kind of came open, but I salvaged the contents. There was a letter from your great-uncle Wolfgang and a journal.
The package just
came open.
How'd you like the journal?
Someone has to look after you. You're in trouble, in case you didn't know it.
Yeah, you've been reading my horoscope again, haven't you, Grace?
Just read the journal carefully, Gabriel.
Oh, phone's ringing.
I got it.
But she was closer, though.
St. George's book. Oh, Professor Hartridge. I'm glad you called.
Okay.
Did you?
Oh.
Oh, you did.
Oh.
You did.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Slow down.
The Agrees?
The Agree. Really? You think that's them?
And who are they?
Within a wheel.
Whale within a whale.
Ogun Badagri, huh?
Oh.
Well.
Strangely enough, I've been dreaming about a wheel within a wheel.
Snake. That's the wavy pattern at the bottom. Okay. The 1791 slave revolt in Santo Domingo? Well, why would the Veve show up there? Uh-huh. Okay. Look, I'll come over as soon as I can, okay? Relax, Professor. I'm excited too, but you're gonna give yourself a heart attack.
You're not giving him any time to talk.
Okay, thanks. See ya.
This is the first time you've seen the cutscene?
I wish you'd tell me what's going on. I swear you're gonna step into a hole you may never get out of.
I mean, it wasn't the original.
Don't look so worried. No one knows what I'm doing. I'm perfectly safe, and I'm getting some great stuff for the book. Besides, there's something about all this.
My dreams.
What about your dreams?
Nothing.
Nothing. I'll be careful. I promise.
Gabriel, what the heck?
We got that book you ordered in this morning. The one on Rada drums.
Gosh, that was quick as well.
Great. Did you find out anything about that pattern I gave you?
Yeah, I did find something. I checked the microfiche
Turns
at the
out
public
you're a bitch.
library.
I mean...
I found an article about a murder in 1810. The newspaper published part of a pattern found around the body. It looks damn close.
You're incredible. All that work.
And you got the book, and the package came, and wow, things happen quickly here in New Orleans. Let's read a book. I mean, read a newspaper. What's my horoscope for today?
Dated June 22nd, 1992.
It's the 22nd. We can go and see Magenta.
Disgusted with the state of the voodoo murder case, Gabriel turns right
Dixieland
to his
Deuce.
horoscope. The shadow upon you is no longer reversible.
Wonderful.
You've gone too far. Yeah, forget about all the voodoo stuff. Go to the 15th annual Dixieland Deuce in Jacksonville, I swear. Ooh, and we could probably see Madame Lorelei will be back. There's a lot we can do today. What can we do in the next 10 minutes, though? Because that's where I'm going to end up. Got a lot to get done this morning.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Try not to sell out your soul. Let's go and do Hartridge, because it'll be quick and dandy. Professor? Not here. Guess he might be in his office that we should have been the entire time. This doesn't look weird at all.
What's the good word?
Hartridge?
Hartridge?
I got the red eye!
Oh God, not again.
I got the pink eye. God, can we look at that? I'd like to look at that. I want to look at it. I want to close up.
Hartridge may have learned, he can't share it with Gabriel now. At least not vocally.
I'm not touching that body.
I want to close up. I want to see what those eyes are about. Well, let's search the
There
desk.
must be something here about what Hartridge found out about that Veve.
Veve!
This is a crime scene.
Sorry, just the idea of this is a crime scene, you shouldn't touch anything. Bullshit.
This is a crime scene.
Hartridge's notes. This must be about the Veve.
Babies.
This is a crime.
Oh, guys, this is a crime scene. Check the trash.
There's nothing of
Alright, let's see what we got in these notes.
Hartridge's notes are scribbled on the notepad paper.
Cool.
Thank God Hartridge was a doodler.
Benin. Authentic. See, that's what I would have thought. That I'd be like, let's go through the trash bin.
Basket, Nick.
But no, it's literally just those notes. What's our shit? What haven't I read? I haven't read this.
It's a newspaper clipping from the year 1810.
Wow.
The newspaper clipping describes a ritualistic murder in Congo Square. It includes a rough sketch of a pattern found around the body. The sketch is very similar to the reconstructed Veve.
Wow. I just love the idea that Gabriel's just like, I'm looking anywhere except the corpse. Hi. Hi, how you doing? I'm just a corpse. Oh, but yeah, let's have a quick look at the journal.
Gabriel reads through the
Gunther's
pages
journal.
Wolfgang marked. He reads of Gunther Ritter's journey to Charleston as a witch hunter, hired by the townsmen to solve a series
Just next to a
of
corpse, it's all
ritualistic
fine.
murders. He reads about Gunther's meeting with the beautiful
Well,
slave
technically
woman,
this isn't a
Ketan,
Sierra game, this is
and of
a
Gunther's
Phoenix Online
tormenting
game.
urges for her.
Just happens to
Poor
have...
bastard.
Poor
He reads of
bastard.
their physical union
Oh,
and passion,
yes.
and
The
of
passion.
Gunther's investigation into the murders. The victims were all crew members on a certain slaving expedition to Africa, it seems.
That's weird.
The second to the last entry describes Gunther's plan to set a trap for the coven committing the murders. He'd found a name on one of the surviving members of the crew, a man now living in the West Indies. Gunther has spread a false rumor that the man is returning to
Sacre
Charleston.
bleu.
He himself will impersonate a sailor and allow himself to fall into the hands of the coven.
And then he will
Naturally,
die.
Gunther has arranged for able-bodied assistants to follow and attack the coven before they can do him harm.
Naturally.
Ballsy son of a bitch, wasn't he?
Yes.
Gabriel turns to the final entry of the journal.
Dear Father, I offer these final words as an apology to the harm I have done to our secret office. The woman I wrote of, Tetelo, was the witch I sought. I have committed many sexual crimes, terrible crimes. I have loved this witch, then used our sacred power, family power, to free her and aid her in destroying this colony. The talisman is gone. Tetelo took it. I can but pray for thy swift recovery of the talisman, and that punishment will be my punishment in hell will be long and bitter. Thy undeserving son, Gunther. And then I threw myself from the tower. Alright, 5 more minutes.
Before leaving the university, Gabriel notifies campus security about Hartridge's body.
That was in a slightly different accent from the rest of the game, but okay. Yes, let's go and finish up in... Oh, no, not here. We'll enter it and leave out. Because I'd rather do
Welcome,
Lorelei.
Seeker. You must be the one Dr. John called me about.
No!
I guess so.
No!
My name is...
That doesn't work because...
Gabriel Knight.
He never suggested that you go and see him.
Actually, Dr. John told me.
No, he didn't.
You have come to the right place, Mr. Knight. Tell me how I can help.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Magenta. Your dialogue is fucked. Because, actually, we just got the poster off the wall. Dr. John didn't mention you at all. Alright, let's see if Madame Lorelei makes any more sense. Madame Lorelei, are you here? No? That's weird, it's one of my favorite scenes. There is dirt on your soul. Something like that.
Mr. Knight, how nice to see you.
You left
My
so
pleasure,
quickly.
I'm sure.
Ew.
Please, be seated.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah. Nobody's picked up the chair. What do you think about my voodoo code?
Do these symbols mean anything to you?
Yes, but there's not enough of them.
Ah, the voodoo code. It is very secret, yes. I studied it with my mentor, the great Queen Tabitha.
I don't wear shoes.
Really? Great. Can you tell me what it says?
No.
I'm afraid I could never translate this code for an outsider such as yourself, Monsieur Knight.
Not unless you do my minigame.
Could I ask you a few questions?
No.
Of course, Seeker.
Good God. Yeah, let's just start it.
What can you tell me about
voodoo?
My practice is mainly selling charms and potions with magic power, such as gree-gree and voodoo oils. You
They're
know,
very
everything
essential.
from unrequited love to wandering spouses to winning a lawsuit. But my spells and charms are powerful, and they work.
Do you like my knitted beanie?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
It just looks a bit
Much
too
of a
woolen to be
voodoo-ian's
comfortable.
work is protecting her clients from the spells of others. I make special protective gree-gree to be worn in secret. They keep evil spells from working against my clients.
Oh.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo.
The recipes for voodoo charms have been handed down from master to apprentice for centuries.
Cool.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I have told you all it is proper for you to know, Mr. Knight.
Cool. We'll ask her one more thing. Let us ask her about Vives.
Do you know anything about Veve?
I don't know anything about that.
Surprisingly, considering I'm a voodooan. Okay, we're gonna leave it there. So yeah, so we will see you guys next time with more Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fake Reels, Sins of the Fakers. So yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and obviously I'm not going to be able to stream next weekend because I will be in London, but I might be doing some streaming when I get back, although it probably will be the last for a while because probably that week or the week after, all of this is going to go to the new house and we don't have internet yet, so wow. Anyway, so I hope you guys have a fun time. I'm hopefully going to go have a fun time. And yeah, if you follow this Discord channel, I'll probably be seeing you there. Otherwise, yeah, see you guys later. Bye bye.